Berenzen. Wait, hold on.
Okay. I'll have to look that up real quick here, but looks like we are getting started with the race. I thought this was open mode, Uncle asks. Nope. Yeah, it's standard.
Yeah, it's just standard. Good for us. Oh! Well, we found a sword!
That's the second race I've commented where that's happened.
So the funniest part of it is, as much as they have the sword right now, they actually can't use it until they go see the uncle.
That is a good point here. So they're going to make their way normal standard route over to the magic floating bush. Magically floating because it's above a hole. It's holding it up there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Must have been one of those edge things. I don't know.
It's plot.
So the uncle gives us the bow.
Wow.
Wow. So great scene so far.
Indeed, I think it's just going to be a lamp. It's going to be like Eastern Palace. And he went, no, glove. Wow. Super generous seed to start with.
I don't even know what to say here.
I've never seen anything that started like this.
So let me think here. Already we have a lot of stuff open to us once we get through the escape, but we got to get through that first, so.
Yep, pretty standard stuff here. But go ahead, go rescue Zelda, walk through the sewers. One thing we don't have is bombs yet, so that will be it'll be interesting here. See if we get a bomb drop or a bomb in the chest.
Very much so. But with the sword, we don't have to worry about running out of ammo, so they could farm up a bit for a bomb, especially in the sewers with all those rats.
That is correct, my lurely friend.
So of course we had to get the big red someplace in here, right? Like that was going to happen. We all knew that.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not beginning of a streak of big 20s. I've seen that happen. It's not fun.
No. I do not know what Roxas' sprite actually is.
It might actually be Roxas from Kingdom Hearts.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong.
I was thinking about that for a moment too. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what that is. And then it kind of dawned on me. His name's Roxas. Might be running Roxas.
Makes sense.
So kind of curious what we'll find in Zelda's dungeon cell here. Very nicely done.
Zora. Our tracker, Yoko, has actually alerted us that it is Zora.
Ah, it's Zora. I always get them confused a little bit. So
I haven't touched Kingdom Hearts in a long time. So
we're seeing very nice cleanup there of the ball and chain guard. I think both runners use the bow and arrow, which is probably the easiest way to do it given what they've got. And safest.
Oh, absolutely.
Now we're just going to kind of see them walk Zelda over to the sanctuary the long way. Or actually, this is kind of the shorter long way because they're able to go topside here.
So, given what we've got already, and it's, as we've mentioned, it's kind of a lot. Obviously, the first place to go is Kakariko Village, but already, I mean, we could route in Eastern Palace if the runners are able to do it in the dark.
True, or if they get a fire rod too, that would also let them do a full clear. Because if you remember that the torches are alongside that one pain in the butt dark room,
yeah,
you can just light them up, and that way you get your shots on the mimics.
That is true. Both their runners making their way to the sewers. No one's found a bomb yet.
Yeah, I would hate for one of them to find a bomb drop in the sewers, and then the other one doesn't. And then there's some kind of progression in that 3 chest area. That would be terrible to see one as far as like.
Yes, yeah. But at the same time, since they already have the power glove, it wouldn't be that much of a divergence to go back to the sewers.
That's correct.
From Sanctuary.
That is indeed correct. So maybe it won't be that bad.
Bear getting the
Ooh.
8 bomb drop.
Wow. Bear getting a little lucky there with that nice drop. And the boots. Oh my goodness, that's gonna open up so much more stuff.
So, I don't know about you, but every time I get the boots this quickly, the first time I run out of Sanctuary, I always forget Bonk Rocks are right there. Because I'm like, I don't have boots yet.
Yeah, it's really easy to forget about that early on here. It's gonna make killing Key Rat really easy because all you just gotta do is dash into him or whatever.
Berenzen's actually got only half a heart left here.
Gotta be careful with that. He'll get some hearts here, but again, you just want to be careful.
Right now. Oh, we don't need a bomb now. We've got the boots, and of course that means not a gosh darn thing is inside the swamp of the sewer here.
Nope. We haven't seen the map yet, have we? We haven't seen the sanctuary map.
No,
That's gotta be. I think that's gotta be up here in this chest up here at the sanctuary.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the sanctuary chest. We're gonna see if both of our runners realize it and not check it, or if they're going to go ahead and grab the map because, you know, completion.
Yeah, just, you know, a reaction here. Oh, it's actually 300 rupees. Where's that map at then?
Tracker saying it was actually with Zelda. I missed that.
Oh, we missed that. It was a really quick check, I think. I think we'll see. Maybe we'll see Bear go do the. Yeah, we're gonna see Bear do Bonk Rocks. Bear remembers.
Yay, Bear remember. And it looks like Roxas is gonna remember too.
I think so. Yes, indeed.
Oh,
both runners. Nicely done on the remembering there. Very easy to forget that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, for remembering that that's there, they get all of 10 arrows.
Which, unfortunately for Roxas, is only going to be 3.
Right. Oh, there we go.
He's capped at 30. Oh.
Got a green pendant Desert Palace and 2 normal crystals on Tower of Hera in Eastern Palace.
Very interesting layout there. So we won't have to talk to Sarasrilla, as I like to call him and butcher his name.
Right. Piece of heart in the lumberjack cave. So.
Yep.
That's going to make Aga 1 really hard to be required unless he's got the Moon Pearl or, like, the hammer. Even then.
Yeah, so if that's up on Pyramid Ledge, the Pyramid Ledge in the Dark World, then that certainly would be a requirement, but I don't know. The way this seed's going, I don't think it's going to be up there. I think this may be Agalus.
Oh, the forest has a single green rupee that I doubt anyone will take the time to pick up.
Yeah, I don't think you picked that up. And an arrow upgrade hiding down in the Thieves' Cave down here. So Bear's going to be making his way over to Kakariko pretty quick now. And just doing a quick check. We already know what those crystals and pendant are.
Yeah, so apparently all the cool stuff was in the castle.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know what Berenzen's sprite is.
Gosh, it makes me want to go just look it up real quick. I've seen a lot of runners use it, but I can't quite remember what it is either.
It looks awesome. Give a shout out to our awesome parts of the community that make these custom sprites because they're just really cool.
Yes, indeed. It's Valera, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Valera from WoW. That makes now that you said that, now that makes sense. Meanwhile, in Blind's Hut, we've had a whole lot of nothing.
Nothing so far. That's unfortunate.
And there's some
bombs. There's some bombs. Alright, well.
Unfortunately, Roxas not having any bombs won't be able to get the bombs locked behind the bombs.
Yeah. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see if Roxas is going to go down and spend some of that money right now on maybe a bottle vendor, and then just a 5 bomb upgrade there, and a big 20 in the first chest and probably go buy some bombs.
Oh, got more bombs.
Unfortunately,
that's more bombs locked behind bombs. Oh, flippers.
Ooh, yeah, very nice flippers.
And some more rupees.
So worth noting here, and Roxas is going to go check the Cuckoo Hut. Worth noting that just because they have a lot of rupees at the start here, they have enough to go to Zora, especially with the flippers, doesn't mean that that's logic.
With
Rupee
the
count,
flippers, they can actually get everything up there. So
they could absolutely, but the rupee counts this has been mentioned to me by many other runners in our conversations. Rupee count, especially early rupee count, unlike Kakariko, not necessarily tied to having to go to Zora for progression.
yeah, no. As far as I understand it, the logic assumes you always have enough rupees or bombs or anything to do the thing you need to.
Yes,
Ergo, once you get the flippers, all that's in logic.
indeed.
It's just a matter of going all the way up to Zora.
Yeah, it's quite a long haul here.
Well,
they will be able to go check out the Lake Hylia stuff, though.
right, with the flippers, I mean, it's not too bad. With the flippers, you got the 2 items in the waterfall fairy cave, and then Zora, and then oh, hey, there's a magic boomerang on top of that library shelf. No
Indeed,
one's going to
and
get that.
yeah, Bear's just like, nope, no thanks, I don't need it.
You know, having a boomerang is not the worst thing in the world, but if you had a choice, most runners would take not the red boomerang.
I think so, yes.
And also, given a choice, most runners would just not take a boomerang. Oh my gosh, that is a Titan Smith.
Yo, that's Hammer away from Dark World
That is
access.
very much so. Well, Moon Pearl too.
Moon Pearl, yes, that's right. I always forget about the Moon Pearl because I feel
Actually-
like it's
Actually, if we get the Moon Pearl, we have Dark World access with the Titan Smith.
oh
mean,
yeah, because of the hammer. You don't need a hammer for Kakariko.
Yep. You need the hammer to get to the other side of the pyramid, though. Would make actually, no, with the flippers you can get over there too. They just need that Moon Pearl. They've got access to a good chunk of the Dark World, if not most of it.
And we got quite a few places here to check for that Moon Pearl as well. There's Ethan.
Instead, we could either.
But yeah, I've got quite a few places. Obviously, maybe it's a soggy Moon Pearl hiding out here in the swamp. Could be a mini Moldorm cave. Could be hiding out Ice Rod Cave. Hobo.
Rox is finding out the unfortunate information that he actually should have just gone ahead and done the race game. Not that I'm suggesting you should always do that, because, I don't know, to me it's always like a 50-50 which one I want to do.
Oh,
Oh!
Master Sword. Nice.
Oh, hello there!
Oh, hello. So we're also now, worth noting, just a lamp away from Aghanim Axis, which we could actually have access now if our runners are bold enough to try and do all the dark rooms. I don't think I would do it.
No, not yet. The Eastern Palace I would do.
Yeah, Eastern will be fine, but Aga dark rooms, not so much.
No, Agate Dark Rooms are that's hard.
Yeah, there's too many holes to fall down on for at least.
Well,
for my...
it's too much for like Aghanim. Aghanim is one of those things most everyone wants to make sure, gosh darn sure, is required before you go do it.
Yeah, it's a huge time sink. But we got a potion, a couple of rupees, a little bit of love, a lot of big 20s hiding out in Mini Moldorm. But we do have that
Man,
red
suddenly
potion.
this seed really tightened up with everything, didn't it?
We're seeing Roxas make a slight diversion. He's going to go check the back of Spacey Man's hut.
Well, if he routes an Eastern Palace here and is comfortable enough, he could do that dark room.
Nothing really of value there, unfortunately. Just a little bit of love, some bombs, and another big 20.
Oh, yeah. The only thing he's really missing here by not going to South Shore first is the Master Sword.
Yeah.
I mean, the red potion's nice and
Yeah.
all, but...
What'll open up Sick Kid, too, so...
Right.
And a whole lot of love from the Hobo. Aw, thank you, Hobo.
Yeah, it was nice of him.
So, Bear has not gone to Ice Rod Cave yet. We'll see if he's going to make his way over there. He'll just go to up to Zora real quick here.
Okay. He might actually make it to Ice Rod Cave from the swimming here, depending on which way he goes.
And Roxas is dipping into Eastern Palace. Going to open up at least probably the first 4 or 5 chests here.
Yep. Yeah, Berenzen is actually going to Ice Rod Cave. I kind of like this routing here. using the flippers, it's faster than walking over there, and you can check Hobo, you can jump right back in and go up to Zora.
Yeah, that's not a bad call at all.
Now,
It gets
right, if there's ever a quote-unquote time to route in Ice Rod Cave, because there really isn't, this is the best one.
probably so. I was just about to say that. Yeah, this is probably the best time to get that.
Yeah, with boots, it's not faster than walking, but you know, with everything else, it's not a bad time to route that in.
And meanwhile, over on the left here, Roxas has picked up the big key and the compass in Eastern Palace. So, first 2 items, there's still a map that's floating out there, and then the 3 items that are in the dungeon. We're going to be able to open up at least the first 5 chests here. You better now go heading up to Zora real quick first, before probably going into Eastern himself. Oh, there's
oh! So
wow.
that apparently was the Dark World access kit.
Yeah, Dark World access kit. Get yours today by going to Waterfall.
Yeah, and as the chat points out, rip the agate. Hey, there's that blue boomerang, which, considering its location, we're probably also not going to get.
Yeah, it's nicer, but you know, kind of out of the way there for poor Bear.
Right. So unfortunately, poor Rock. Well, I say unfortunately, but with Roxas doing Eastern Palace right here. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! What is this seed?
That is like the most value I've ever seen in the northern part of Hyrule, from Zora and the Waterfall Cave. What in the world?
Well, first off, I'm shocked that Zora has something of value.
Right.
That's that's big up in and of itself here. And now we're gonna see Bear go into Eastern Palace.
As I was going to say before, the fact that Roxas is doing Eastern Palace right now and there's Quake, and hasn't gone up to do and has missed out right now on the hammer, the moon pearl, and all the rest of it. Right now is not much of a time loss because he's going to have to do Eastern Palace at some point.
I think Roxas is going to try and do the Dark Room here. This should be interesting.
He did the first one. Looks like he's going to do the second.
Can try and, I guess, feel it out. And this is where things get a little hairy because you can't really. Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah.
This one is hard.
Can't really see those mimics, and they're gonna be moving the whole time until they stop, and then you'll have no idea where they're at until they hit you. It'll be interesting to see if Bear tries to go make the same play here. Other than, after getting those 5 chests, if he's going to go and try and do that, maybe try and clear. And now Roxas is making the play to go south, going to get that Master Sword, going to pick up all the things, hopefully, that Bear's already got. So we'll be pretty even here.
Right. The only big difference will be if Berenzen actually finishes Eastern Palace, or if he either meets the same fate or just ducks out once the big chest is taken.
So yeah, tons of progression here in this early seed here. We're just under 20 minutes in, and I mean, between the 2 runners, we have a ton of stuff between them.
So if you're Berenzen, if you're, let's assume Roxas is going to go up and get all of these items, where do you go from here?
I think you're going to make the Death Mountain play. Like go do the get the old man out of the cave, see if there's a mirror or lamp or something hiding up there, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Really? Death Mountain?
Maybe, or you could also make the play. You could also dip into the Dark World here. Just go over the Kakariko, go into the
Yeah, I
Dark
was gonna
World.
say that mountain only offers like 2 items you can actually get right now.
That's true, yeah, because we don't have the mirror, so we're not even gonna be
You
able to
don't have the
access.
mirror, yeah. Don't have the mirror. You don't have the hook shot, which I would think Hype Cave or Village of Outcasts would be the
That's
next
a good
shot. And
point.
honestly,
Yeah.
if I'm Roxas, now he's gonna go up to Zora and then probably save and quit. But my
Yep.
thought would be once you get those items, you just go back to Link's house and go right to Hype Cave. Check the 5 items there, and then make your way up to Village of Outcasts from the south.
Right. So, yeah, without the mirror or the hook shot, yeah, Death Mountain may not be the best play. There's still quite a few options here, but I would imagine Dark World probably where we're going to see them go next, and we'll probably get a quick check on the crystals situation there.
Berenzen looks like he's going to go ahead and give the Dark Room here a try. My guess is he's going to go heal up from the fairies in these jars here real quick.
Indeed, fairies down in the tubes.
Yeah, maybe he will have better luck than our friend Roxas here. I did not see what was on the Lake Halea Island. Did anybody else catch that?
I did not catch it as well. Bear had a small skip on the. Oh, I'm gonna see. Bear knows. He knows where that is
He's just
now.
hitting it with a sword.
Oh, I think that was the wrong one.
No,
oh wait, no, that's the right one. He got the key. Yeah.
He's got
Nice.
that key. Nice.
Yeah, he's opened that up. He's gonna go upstairs. It looks like.
Yeah, he's got it.
Wow, nice.
That's
Nicely done.
That's the hardest part. Very nicely done.
It's actually one of the hardest dark rooms in the game. Mostly
So I've been told.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly simple. It's not a really hard layout. It's just there's so many moving parts with the with all the enemies that are in there, and the way the mimics move. It's just really hard to kind of get that. But if you get it just right, like Bear did, yeah, it's real nice time save.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna see Bear go ahead and go grab the first crystal of the game from the Armos Knights. Now this isn't too big of an issue for Bear. I mean for Roxas, especially if we're gonna have a crystal in Pod. We're probably gonna have a chance here for Roxas to go ahead and do Pod Eastern Palace back to back.
Indeed. And good old Armos Knights holding onto a red rupee. Our tracker has let us know that the Lake Halea actually had a piece of heart on it, so not much there.
Ah, gotcha.
Berenzen's gonna save and quit out of there. I mean, makes sense. Roxas also saved and quit. I wonder where he's gonna go. He's going to Sanctuary. Berenzen also going to Sanctuary. Where's he gonna go?
Bear's probably gonna go do Kingsum,
Yeah.
which was opened up after getting that Titan's Mitt in Maze Race. Just for the Arrow upgrade.
Pretty much what you'd expect from that.
Yeah, but Rox is gonna make the play into Dark World here. Check out Village Outcasts, I'd assume, in Thieves Town.
Yep. Berenzen's gonna go ahead and we got our check. Turtle Rock and Ice Palace are our other crystal or pendant dungeons. Meanwhile,
And the two
Thieves Town.
Yep. 2 red crystals are
Town
Thieves Town and Swamp Palace.
Yep.
That's actually not a it's not a bad layout if you don't have to go pendant diving this time around.
Right. I always get this very sick feeling in my stomach when I see Pendant Turtle Rock because, gosh darn it, there always seems to be something there.
And boy, isn't that the case? But You know, there's still going to be a nice opportunity here. Maybe we'll get to see that that last dungeon at Tower of Hera. Oh, Roxas missing the bomb toss, but that last dungeon at Tower of Hera, you just mirror in front of Ganon's tower with 6 crystals, come back out, go through the portal with 7, and you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ped's gonna be pretty much dead unless there's something
Well,
to get access into.
let's see here. We've got flute or bombos.
Yeah, I would say
Something that
flute or
leads to
bombos.
Motherless.
Yeah,
That's
if
it.
bombos is your required medallion to get into
No, that
Misery
is
Mire,
not
that would.
hook shot.
Oh,
No. Yes. Hook shot could be on there, couldn't it?
yes. Oh, there's the lamp. Hello.
Wait, no. Nice. No, is hookshot required in the logic for Ice Palace? I do it so often without, I don't remember.
No, it's
No, I don't
not.
think
But
it
you
is.
needed to get past. You need to kind of get through that one room, but that's not
Right.
required logic unless you can do the bomb jump to get across.
Right, yeah, and bomb jumping is never in the logic, so
I don't think it's required for Ice Palace, but then again, I've never really, as a runner,
Yeah.
I've never really been in there without hook shot.
well, I've done that a few times, but I believe it does. I'm not, you know what, I'm just gonna say it's probably not gonna be on there. I don't want to be wrong. So yeah, probably
Yeah.
if we're looking at a pedestal seat, it'd be the flute or bombos, and honestly speaking, it's probably neither one.
There's the big key for Roxas. Now we're seeing Bear
Thankfully,
go into
this-
Thieves Town.
Oh, that's a fire.
Ooh. That'll open up Skull Wood, which is another crystal. They can go do that right after. So it looks like the theme here for Thieves Town, things that catch on fire, or catch things on fire. Got the lamp and the fire rod here. If only Bombos was here, it'd be a triple play.
As Chad is pointing out, Thieves Town is kind of turning to Fire Palace. Or Arsonist. There you go. I like
Yes.
it, Chat. Oh, Roxas. Oh, no.
Oh,
he touched the spike
no.
too many times.
This is a really brutal dungeon to be doing with Green Mail. This is probably one of the hardest dungeons to do because there's just so much stuff that's going to kill you in a couple shots here. I mean, Green Mail, 6 hearts. The blind fight's not too difficult if you know how to do the fight.
It's still not fun with 6 hearts in, like, green.
No, it's not fun at all. It's even worse because there's so many traps in here that just will tear you apart.
Oh, yes, and we haven't even made it to the worst room in the game.
Nope.
But another item we didn't even actually think about that could actually be on the pedestal. The mirror.
Yes, it could. That's a good point. And Roxas looks like Roxas is gonna take it really slowly. Don't blame him.
I mean,
for
with 2
doing
hearts
this.
left, I don't blame him.
Yeah, he'll get a chance. There'll be a couple hearts coming up here. Not yet, but eventually we'll get a chance to get those hearts refilled. And unfortunately, the one thing up here that's kind of brutal is the lizards up here do 2 hearts of damage. If
Is
you
that
have
what they are?
green
I
mail.
always thought they were like little beetles.
Yeah, well, like people are like, oh, they're grasshoppers. They're they're lizards. They're whatever you want them to be.
Exactly. They also do way too much damage for what they are.
They're greedy and they're jerks.
That is absolutely a good description of those things. Although, yet they're one of the few enemies that actually died at the hook shot, so there's that.
It's true. Unfortunately, neither of our runners have hookshot yet, so...
No, we don't.
And unfortunately, because we don't have the...
boy.
down to 1 heart. Roxas, be careful, please. Unfortunately, since we don't have the The boomerang, because our runners have chosen not to pick either of them up, we don't have a way to stun some of the enemies in here and find out what the stun prize is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that hook shot, and maybe.
Yeah. Could be hearts. I always like when it's hearts or fairies because that's easier mode. Yeah, Roxas, just gotta take your time, get up to that heart. There you go.
We got 1 heart. We got 2 hearts.
2 hearts.
Key.
And I believe we'll have 3 hearts actually because we'll be able to check the key. Oh, Roxas. Does Roxas have the hammer? I think so.
They both. Yeah, they should both. Yeah, they do.
Yep. So they'll be able to both check this chest. We'll see what's in here. Bucknet. Swagnet.
Oh, cool. We can go beat Aga now.
Yay! Yeah, I think because he died, there'll be a 4th heart that'll be in that pod on the right side.
Unless
no,
he
it's on
got
the
it.
left
I don't
side.
know. I didn't see if he grabbed it when he went up and got that.
Yeah,
key.
he just
that's
went.
right.
He went
died
straight
and
left.
he went up there.
Yeah, he went straight left when he came back in here. So that'll be right over here. There you go. Got 4 hearts.
So,
and I think Bear's gonna have 6. I think full 6.
yeah, maybe.
Nope.
Oh, blind. That was not a good pun, sir.
So begins the bullet hell.
Yeah.
Roxas quickly
So
into phase 3.
Oh,
Bear, no.
Bear taking his-
Oh, Roxas is gonna try and use. He's gonna use the
he
red
grabbed his
potion. Nice. He's gonna use. I think he's gonna try and use the cane strats here to block some of the shots.
Oh, okay, that would be why. Oh, and he takes a laser to the face. Oh man, that was like pinpoint accuracy. Unfortunately, he takes a death and he goes right back in.
Yeah, Roxas is going back in. He doesn't. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the safety of the potion. I don't think Bear has used his potion yet, so he's probably going to have that still. Roxas is going to have to do this the hard way. And keep in mind, this fight's no longer going to be the same fight it was just a moment ago, because Blind's going to be in a different position.
Both are runners using the cane here.
Interesting. Oh no, it looks like you can see Roxas go with sword spins. Maybe trying to do a little bit safer strat.
As I was saying before, this blind fight is not easy, and unfortunately, it doesn't matter what sword you've got, he always takes 9 hits, regardless. Which, while that's nice when you have the fighter sword, you know, when you get better swords, you kind of hope things die faster. Berenzen actually pulling out that red potion, getting the blind fight.
Oh, Roxas.
Taking another death.
Yeah, doing this on green mail. Doing this on green mail with 6 hearts is, he's going to nope out. I would agree at this point. Yeah, you can always go back a little bit later and get that fight.
Indeed, but unfortunately for him, that means he's died to both bosses that Berenzen has actually been able to beat.
Roxas died in the dark room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yes.
Well, I mean, close enough. Oh, both are runners going into the digging game at the same time. We've been pretty much at the same screen for most of this race.
It's a dig off.
And well, as we found out that dig off was not worth it.
Very quick nope out of there.
Everyone left in disgust. Berenzen and Roxas backed up. He's like, oh wait, I forgot my friend the frog. At least that's what I'm assuming we're going for.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know where Berenzen's going though. Oh, he's gonna go check out Pet Cave.
He's gonna do Pit Cave. Roxas is gonna choose to do the world tour. Probably go down to Hype Cave, I would assume.
Yeah.
But to stop at Stumpy here.
Yeah. That makes sense to do that now.
All right, Stumpy, what do you got today? You holding out on us? Nope. Garbage as always, Stumpy. See you next time.
Ugh. So disappointed in you, Stumpy. Oh god. Well, Pet Cave had all of a big red.
Yep. Big red hype. And Bear's gonna go ahead and just go back to the light world. Drop off our friend.
Interesting he wouldn't choose to go down here, although, as we know right now, it was the better choice. But let's see what's in Hype Cave.
Ooh!
Oh!
That's good.
That's a thing. Carrot sword, always
Meh.
nice.
Meh. Meh. Yeah. Well, I'll say 1.5 out of 10. Tempered sword's worth the 1.5 alone. Yeah, do keep in mind that, yes, Bear has 2 crystals up on Roxas, who doesn't have any yet. But it's Thieves Town and Eastern Palace, which Roxas has cleared out most of EP. Just has to go and fight the Armless Knights, and of course, just has to beat Blind, has completely cleared out Thieves Town. So that is the difference right now.
It looks like Roxas is going towards the Palace of Darkness, or with the frog.
Might have forgot that he had the frog with him.
Must have. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, game knowledge actually gonna go heal up at the ferry. Very nice.
Yeah, with Pod being a crystal, it's definitely even less of a big deal because once they have the mirror, wherever that is, if they get the mirror, if it's not the pedestal item,
It's not the pedestal.
yeah, Roxas will be able to really go back to back on that and clear out Eastern Palace very quickly. And it's taking our frog friend to see Ganon. Hello.
Oh,
Very nice spin speed there. Oh, Blue Mail. That's a good pickup, actually.
that is.
That's gonna be really good.
That's gonna help him out with the low life he's got. Both the runners really have right now. Like 36 minutes in and only 7 hearts. That can be a little rough.
I think Roxas is gonna go check with the catfish.
My very best and awesome friend, Mr. Catfish. I love Mr. Catfish. He gives you items for free. He just hands them to you. He doesn't even ask you for anything.
He does ask for one thing. He basically just asks you to leave him alone. He's like, "Why'd you wake me up? Just leave me alone."
Yes, but you shouldn't have thrown stones in his home in the first place. And he gives you something to go away. What's wrong with that? He's great.
This is why NPCs in games are often better than real life. They just give you free stuff, go away.
Exactly.
Stop bugging me. Here, have this valuable thing.
Well, let's see if it's valuable or if Mr. Catfish is going to be holding out on us today. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Well, Mr. Catfish really is being generous with the "please leave me alone" gift.
Oh man, that's a good find. I did the one of those shock moments there, but that'll take away hook shot for Ped as the dream.
Berenzen is not going up that way. He is going into Pod.
Uh-oh. And hookshot's required because Swamp Palace is a crystal dungeon, so...
Yep.
So yeah, this is when we mean that this race is still not over, this is what we mean it's not over. Oh, we're going to get to Sick Kid check as well.
He's got 20 rupees.
Oh, he's got 20 rupees? Ah. I missed Bear's earlier check of that, I guess. But, yeah, this is certainly not over. Bears has the crystal advantage for sure, but Roxas now has the item advantage, having that hook shot that Bear doesn't have yet.
Well, fortunately for Berenzen, that is not like a very difficult place to go to. It's just one of those you gotta route in at some point.
Yeah, sometimes it's one that you kind of don't want to route in because it's generally a bit out of the way.
Yeah.
Especially since we've already done a Zora check. that usually gets routed in when you have the mirror. It's go to Catfish and then go do Zora after that because they're all right in the same area. So I'm curious if we'll get a late check on that, or if Bear will be exploring more of the dungeons that he's got open.
Yeah. I'm honestly wondering what Roxas is going to go now.
I am as well. Maybe Pod. Yep. But you can't blame him. Got everything that you need to clear that dungeon out, so... If you find Mirror in here, too, that will also let him grab that Eastern Palace crystal. It will be significantly easier having the lamp at his disposal to get through that room.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a hard call because, as you said, with the mirror, he could route in this and Eastern Palace.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, and usually...
it's also one of the few things he can actually do right now. No, he could have gone up to Tower of Hera.
Yeah, Tower of Hera is open because he's got hookshot, so he's got all East Death Mountain, and with the hammer he can get across the bridge.
Actually, yeah, I might have actually gone up to Death Mountain first. That's just me, but...
I think maybe it's just a calculated risk that...
I mean, at the same time, it's a crystal dungeon, and as I like to say, if you can do a crystal dungeon, go do a crystal dungeon.
Yeah, this one's a little easier to get to.
And as I said, the only reason I'd even think about not doing it right yet is simply because I know I have to go back into Eastern Palace, and I can't do that without the mirror, but that would be the only reason why.
So we're seeing both runners make their way through Palace of Darkness. Bear's going to go ahead and just go through the right side, go around about here. It's not a bad choice. Gonna make his way. Probably now go through and check the back here of Palace of Darkness. I'd be curious to see if we get any bomb jumps out of either of these runners. I would doubt it, but...
I doubt it, too.
Yeah, it's not quite so much a thing in regular randomizer as it is in Key Sanity, because you're not as dependent on having to try and find the key somewhere in the world as you are looking for it within that dungeon.
Plus, they didn't have the big key. Yeah, they didn't have the big key yet, so...
Yeah, so we got big key and Roxas, nice work on the reverse jump there.
Yeah, I love that one
thing.
Now, Roxas, what you should do right now is actually leave and come back in and not worry about that bug there. Or you could.
Oh, there's two of them there, but yeah, it's fine. That's a fine way to do it too. It'll take a little bit more time, but it'll be all right. Meanwhile, Bear is going to be using one of those keys to open up the dark maze. Grab the two chests and probably the big chest that's in there.
Well, so far, I haven't seen a whole lot of good stuff in here.
No, we haven't really seen too much. We got the shield. That's about it.
Shield?
Fisher Price shield. Which is fine.
Oh, yeah, because especially when you can upgrade that into like a bigger shield and not have to worry about laser bridge, for instance.
Oof, oh, just a 5 or...
Well...
Yeah.
A little unfortunate, but... we tried. Was that... No, I think that was on purpose.
Yeah, I was going to say. So I think Bear's going to go ahead... Maybe has counted the chest here, and I believe has figured out that... I think there's only one chest left to grab, which is the harmless Hellway one, and I believe it has to be a key. So yeah, I think that's a calculated death warp back to the start.
Yeah, there was some way to tell if there was going to be a key in there or not, just by item
Yeah.
count or...
Well, the Helmasaur King can't have a small key on him, so
Yeah.
because that would induce possible soft lock conditions.
Oh yeah, fun times with those soft lock conditions.
Indeed. Yeah, because you could use up all your keys trying to find that last key, and if Helmasaur King has it, then there's no way to get to him.
Right.
And you wouldn't know that until
Too
completing
late.
all the chests. Yeah, so that one chest in Harmless Hellway is going to be a small key. So Bear just death warped back to the start to make sure that didn't have to waste time opening that up.
And when you don't have the mirror, death warping is the second best way to travel.
Indeed.
I do hate routing this place without the mirror, quite honestly, because you have to do stuff like that.
I think unfortunately Roxas doesn't realize that and is going to go ahead, open this up, find that there's a small key in here.
Right.
But I think he's actually going to death warp as well. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the other. When it's a dark room, it's one of the harder dark rooms to do. Again, much like the Eastern Palace variant of this, these guys are really hard to hit. The terrapins, or terrapins, I think they're called. You have to flip them over with the hammer and kill them, and you can't really see where they're at, and they just go all over the place.
Okay, so Roxas apparently hasn't cleared out all of the chests yet, so that's interesting.
Interesting. Well, Bear is on Helmasaur King for the fight, hoping for that good RNG. Fireball is not good RNG.
No, it is not.
No, it's pain in the butt to deal with the positioning. I mean, everything moves in predictable manners with those fireballs. Oh, and another fireball. Oof. And there's a stand in the safety spot there in between the two bottom ones. You really want to get those tail swings because you can dodge those easily.
Oh yeah, you can dodge the tail swings by standing directly in front of him.
Yeah, very easy to do that, but nicely done on the fight there. And Canterburna, nice. Yeah, the fight itself is gonna take 17 hammer hits to break that mask.
Where did Roxas pick up the ice rod?
I don't know. Look at the scene in the moment here. I don't know if he actually has the ice rod. It might just
He does
no,
not
he doesn't.
have the ice rod.
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say, did we completely miss something there? Were we so distracted by Bear that we completely missed Roxas doing something amazing?
I was gonna say, because I'm like, they've both been kind of in the same place the entire time so far.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've essentially not had a whole lot of route divergence from either runner, other than Roxas going up to Catfish right now. We've just been hitting things at different times. I think Bear's gonna go to do Skull Woods right now. Probably. Which makes sense given what items they have.
He can beat it. Big question is going to be, well, again, we've got low health, and I hate that modular fight.
Low health and I don't believe Bear's gone and filled up that potion jar again. So magic may also be an issue at some point here. But they both do have the tempered swords. That will make it a little bit easier. While Roxas gonna make his way to Helmasaur King. And a big key. Nicely done. But we'll get to watch here with Roxas. We get to probably see the same strategy that Bear used. Which is, for those of you that don't know how to do this, and I'm sure many of you do by now, but if you hold a charged sword out there, when you swing your hammer and you're facing forward, it won't bounce you back, and you can just get more hits in. Yep. So you'll see swinging away with that hammer. And you'll know when you're halfway done because when you get halfway through, when you get 9 hits in, that 9th hit will break the other side of the mask. So we're already 9.
I missed what was in that Skullwood's chest that bear just grabbed. Let's see if he's gonna go for a bomb jump across this. Looks like, oh, it's just a smoky.
Yep.
I think he's got it. Yep, he's got it.
And the
All
compass.
that for a compass.
Yep, so we're starting to run out of item locations here, I think. Meaning that we're going to start to get into item territory.
Ooh, Rox is pulling out the bow. Nicely done.
Very nicely done. And of course, this room, this is a super trolley room with a switch. But both runners just going to be able to use that.
It becomes
Samaria to
amazingly
get the trick
trivial
done.
with the can of Samaria, yeah.
Yeah, and that's also one of my favorite. I think it's a glitch in the game, the way it loads in the Wallmaster from above.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite glitches is you walk through that room and you see the Wallmaster dropping through to the room you just got out of.
So I haven't really seen any items out of Skullwoods yet, have you?
No, I have not. Which would mean if we haven't seen any items yet, then, like, any items at all, then they're both back here. And it looks like Rox is going up to Death Mountain.
Yeah, it does.
Which
I like
guess-
this play.
Yeah.
There's just so many. So with Death Mountain, with both sides of Death Mountain, so let's see, we don't have the mirror, so we can't do Spectacle Rock. We've got the Old Man, Spectacle Rock Cave. That's 2 items, and then on the other side of Death Mountain, we've got like the 7 items that are on the
Motherlode.
Light World. The 6 items that are in the Dark World, and then Tower of Hera. So
Yeah,
I really like this play.
So the way that Roxas can do this, if he wants to, easy way. There's multiple ways you can route this, but for probably ease of getting around, I would go ahead, do Paradox Cave first, go up, check the island, and then go do Tower of Hera. Do that, complete that, go ahead, go back down through Spiral Cave, and then go to the Dark World, do Super Bunny Cave and Hookshot Cave after that. Because that to me, from a routing perspective, is just easier because you don't have to save and quit and go back to Mountain Cave and then go back up and do all that stuff. You're doing it all in kind of one pass here, and you're not missing really anything at this point that you need to get into Tower of Hera.
Well, Spectacle Rock Cave only having bombs, so.
And it's just a shame that they don't have the and Spectacle Rock itself only has a little bit of love. Just a shame they don't have.
Berenzen!
Oh no! No bear. Oh, that's always brutal.
It's an unfortunate death there. And the big reason it's unfortunate is because you start back up with no magic, and now you have to get through the torch room with what Bear has right now, nothing.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go ahead and try and grind this and hope for a drop at some point here, maybe.
Well, that or he's gonna have to pull the lamp out and use some lamp strats, but
Lamp straps aren't the worst for that, but you get at least 3 of them with the lamp and last one with the fire rod.
oh, he just got crap at the. Oh, unfortunate. He got bounced back into the Wallmaster.
Indeed, and so far nothing in Paradox Cave. First 2 chests have been opened. 5 more up here for Roxas.
I mean, even if there's nothing up here, it's not like Bear is not going to come up to Death Mountain at some point, so it's not like he's losing time by checking all this, but
Red Mail will help. Yeah, that'll help. Big 20. Another heart, that'll help, and somewhat helpful. Especially with the small amount of hearts they have. We're going to see Roxas try to do a bomb jump here. Miss it, so at this point I would just go ahead, go back out, come back in. Do it the long way, but
I tend to be stubborn on that one for some odd reason.
Yeah, so with the routing here, they don't really have to worry about checking. They can't, if they do that routing that is suggested, the one thing that they're missing, obviously, to do the full routing would be book, so you can't check the ether tablet.
Right. Now, if you're wondering why Bear over there is dancing around waiting for the Wallmaster to come down, that's because there's a tiny bit of a glitch here. Unfortunately, if Link is falling down a pit, his sprite is still considered to be on the screen, which means you could fall down and get grabbed by the Wallmaster at any point until the screen transitions.
Essentially, because the way that Link to the Past works is that it has everything set up on layers, so you're still technically on that layer, and if you're on that layer, you can technically be grabbed by Wallmaster.
Now, I feel like that got fixed in later versions. I could be wrong about that. Oh, ooh, nice clutch.
Very nice, Bear. Oh, all that for just... That's brutal. The death and then half a heart. He'll get a fill here, so that will be good, but that's one of those times where that's a troll moth.
That is terrible. I feel bad for that. That's. Oh man.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah. Nothing really of note on Floating Island either. Ooh, full magic drop there from the mini Moldorm. And what's nice here is Roxas will be able to check the that probably bonk rack across if he wants to.
Yeah, I just want to avoid getting hit by the fireball there, because then you can fall again.
And fortunately, even if you fail that and you fall down, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a little bit of a time loss, but it's not terrible. And Bear's going into
Ice Palace.
Ice Palace.
That's an interesting play.
Well, yeah, it's a pendant dungeon. I guess maybe just looking for items at this point.
It's so weird because again, you've got we've gone over how many items you have up in Roxas got Super Troll Door.
Well, he doesn't. Keep in mind, Bear doesn't have that.
He doesn't have the hook shot. That's right.
Hook shot. He has not been to Catfish yet.
I completely forgot he hasn't been up there.
Ooh, just a small key. So, Roxas, your second item is in the basement. Go get it.
Oh man, I guess you do, but
I mean, we still got some go mode items here. We've got flutes, potentially bombos. Yeah, flutes absolutely required because you gotta get in the Misery Mire.
Yep, flutes required, the mirrors required, and bombos may be required. We don't know.
Yeah, so we don't know what the Mire medallion is yet. If it's not bombos, then our runners are good. If it is, then well.
Nice. Roxas has the rest, the break room going on here.
Coffee break time. Get a little chance to stretch.
This is the only nice thing about needing to do this room, is that if you get this set up, you can actually just take a moment, stand up, stretch your arms out.
Well, technically, you can do it too if you get the cape and use the cape wall grab too. You just have to hold on to the buttons while you stretch up.
Right. I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta hold on to the button there. All right, let's see if this was worth it.
Might even be just worth it for a peace of mind kind of thing.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, nothing in there.
That's a bottle.
Yeah, it's always helpful.
It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, and Roxas doing the thing that all runners at some point forget to do: flip the switch back. And let's see if he forgets to do it.
I wonder if
he's gonna forget to do it.
I wonder if he was gonna set up for a bomb jump and decided not to.
He'll be able to switch here. Yeah. Roxas, use the bow. Use the bow. Oh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he did. He did the other thing that runners always forget to do. They switch it one time, but they
That's
forget
right.
to switch it back. Yeah.
It's so hard because, for the most part, if you've got that, you've got the mirror already. You just mirror out of here, and you don't care about where the switch is.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so
Bear going through Rice Palace. Hasn't really
I
found
wonder
too
how
much
long it
yet.
is going to take him to get up to Catfish.
Ooh. Yeah, especially if Bear's going to be like checking everything here. I think Roxas is going to go with the suggestion on the route that I did. Going to do probably do Spiral
absolutely.
Cave here and then go clean up the Dark World stuff.
As we've learned in races from last week, you do not want to forget Spiral Cave.
No, you certainly do not.
Except when it's nothing like that. Now, apparently, you could have completely skipped it and no one would have noticed.
Ooh,
Bear.
Bear down to 1 heart. Going through the very slippery room here. Heading over to the iced tea room.
Roxas
Oh.
is heading back up.
Oh, is it
I guess he's
Roxas?
gonna go open up Turtle Rock. Oh, that's a mushroom.
And the mushroom. Fetch quest!
Oh, hate finding those items here because you know you've got to go immediately go figure out what that leads to.
Kinda
He's gonna
interesting.
save and quit now. Must have all the items out of there.
I guess so. Yeah, this is the big 20 up on that.
That's even worse than I
island.
thought. I thought it was at least 3 bombs.
Yep. So Roxas instead choosing to open up Turtle Rock here, which
I mean, that makes sense. Without the mirror, you can do this.
yeah,
You can open it right now if you really wanted to.
yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. If you want to get Turtle Rock into the routing here, Roxas, what are you doing?
I mean, he's up there. He's
Opening it. I'm like thinking, please don't go into a pendant dungeon.
I mean, he might. We don't
He
know.
might. He could, but
Berenzen's gonna
it's like,
go make his
you
way up
got-
to Death Mountain.
you got so many chests to check. Okay, yeah, he's going into he's going to probably Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny is the last one.
I mean, you're already up there. There's no bad point to just opening that up, even if you don't go in there. But
yeah,
Berenzen's gonna go to Death Mountain and find out that he's only got access to 2 items, and they're both terrible.
There's the book.
Unfortunate. He has no mirror. He can't do Ether Tablet.
Yeah, unless the mirror's hiding in here somewhere.
Oh, you got
This
one more
last
chest.
Or in Super Bunny Cave.
Oh, it's a silver
Silvers.
arrows.
That's nice find. That's actually going to be really nice because Eastern Palace will just be able to mow through Armor Knights now.
Yep.
Small time save there, but still.
Roxas, what are you doing?
Spike Cave?
You don't have enough hearts to do Spike Cave, sir.
He also doesn't have the Cane of Burna.
He also forgot to do the Super Bunny Cave.
Oh wait, he should have Cane of Burna because of that was the drop from Helmsword King. That's right. So he's just gonna do the he's gonna go upstairs rather than do it from downstairs. That's fine routing. Not too much there though, unfortunately. Yeah, that's right. He should have Cane, because Cane of Burna was a drop from Helmsword King, right?
I don't remember where it was from.
I think it was. Because Eastern Palace just was
He must, because he's going
trash.
towards it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting the mushroom turn in. Oh, this could be big.
Yep,
This could
there's
be
Game.
cute.
Yeah. It could be.
If this isn't never mind.
No, it's not.
I mean, you
Not
might as
today.
well grab it. It's like a 100 rupee rebate on the potion you just bought. Okay, so he does have the Cane of Burna. Okay.
Don't run out of magic here. This is oh no.
Oh, that's too close.
Get off.
Oh.
I saw that. I'm like looking at the magic takedown and I'm like, he doesn't have enough to lift it. It's gonna take too long. Very interesting. Where is Bear heading to? Obviously heading over to maybe over to desert stuff here. Maybe a Igina's cave. Check desert ledge.
That's yeah. Gaines Cave.
Oh,
Roxas with the book. Desert Palace is the Great Pendant though. So
oh, I wonder if. Oh no, he doesn't have the mirror, so we can't get a pedestal check from Dark World.
no.
And we know that
So
the he's not gonna find it here either. So
right. So Guinness's Cave is one of those interesting little places in this game.
yeah.
It's only blocked by a single bomb, which means you have access to it really flipping early, and yet no one goes to it forever.
Well, I personally like to call it Agony Cave because you either have the agony of checking it early and finding nothing, or you have the agony of checking it late and having it be something that you needed like 20 minutes ago.
You know what? I've never heard it. I've never heard that, and I like it.
Yeah. Very rarely do you check it like early and it's something that you need. It can happen, but you usually don't get to checking it because you're usually not going over there until you have to do Desert Palace because it's so far out of the way.
Right.
So I think Bear's thinking. I think Bear wants to do Spike Cave now.
So now we'll actually get to see what's in here, and well, potentially.
I don't
He's
think
not gonna
Bear.
make it.
No,
He's
he's
not
not going to
gonna
make it.
make it.
He doesn't have enough to lift. Oh, he's got a blue potion.
Oh, he's got the potion.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a nice play.
Well, there you go then.
Nicely done, Bear.
Oh,
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
I'm so sorry, Bear. Oh man, that was such a good play too.
It was nicely executed, but that hurts. He's got money, so it's not too much of a hassle. But man, using that blue potion to be like, yeah, I got this, and then it's just a big 20.
All right, so let's hope that doesn't weigh on Roxas's mind. He goes back there at some point.
Yeah, like Synth saying in the chat here, burning a safety on that. That's always painful.
Yeah, but
he's gonna get the flute hopefully at some point here.
Roxas unfortunately gonna remember that he's got 0 in magic. There you go.
But yeah, should be enough for 1 block.
Now, if I remember right, this bomb spot over here in this room is a full magic refill.
You are thinking correct. I learned that the hard way because the first time I went and did it, I thought it was a fairy refill, and I got like full magic, and I was just like, it's not what I needed. But thanks.
We're gonna go get Gary's lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the more things we keep checking here, the more I'm starting to wonder where in the world that mirror actually is at.
Yes. So by the way, if you are as entertained as we are with this race, and you should be because these guys are putting on a heck of a show, make sure to follow our runner friends here. Yes, indeed. Roxas and Berenzen doing a wonderful job of looking for stuff.
Oh! That was a mirror.
Big. That's big. But we'll have to see when Roxas goes and checks that that area.
That is interesting. Berenzen going right back up to Death Mountain.
So unfortunately, I think Bear's gonna go and do Tower
because
Barrel.
now he can do the rest of it. Now he can get the rest of Death Mountain the opposite way without the hook shot.
Correct. So he's gonna go probably do Tower of Hera and then do the rest of it. Would be my guess. The question is, when's Roxas gonna go and check that chest?
That might be a while, but at least with him being in Skull Woods right here, it's not out of the realm of possibility that he goes down and grabs that chest after he's done here.
That's what I was thinking, because he's going to be pretty close to it. I don't think we've seen him do Hammer Peg Cave either, so that might be a double up.
Right.
Probably
No,
gonna-
actually, no, he did not do that.
Yeah. Nicely done on the Mothula fight.
That
Really
was
good job
very
avoiding.
nicely done.
Really good job
Yeah.
avoiding the spikes.
Getting his $1.
Indeed. Padded's on life support right now based on what we've got.
Well, we're
the
down to
only
Flute
thing-
and Bombos.
Yeah, I was gonna say flute and bombos if it's needed. If it's bombos isn't needed, it's just flute. And if we find flute, then that will that'll put a rip into ped.
Well, Bombos could still be on the pedestal, it just wouldn't be worth getting.
Correct. I mean, yeah, the booms could be on there, but yeah, not worth getting if you don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only uses for it would be for opening a dungeon or for Ice Palace if you didn't have Fire Rod, which we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. I think Rock is just gonna. Yeah, Rox is gonna walk back. So I gotta save him quit now. Okay.
Why would he have done that there? Oh, no,
I think
he's
it was-
already got. He already.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no, he went back in for the item.
Yeah, he went back in for the item, and I
Must
think
have
he was
realized that
gonna.
he had it both.
He was gonna walk him back, and then he realized, yeah, he could just save and quit. Looks like he's heading back over to Kakariko here. Probably will.
Yeah,
go
he's gonna
ahead
hit
and-
up everything else in here.
Yeah,
My guess
so
is that
hopefully
was
he-
his plan until he realized it would just been quicker to save and quit and just run back over here.
Indeed.
Because I'm assuming, yeah, that has to be saving and quitting from there has to be quicker than walking all the way out of there just to come down to where he's at right now. No, he's gonna get Gary's lunchbox here and check Pet Cave, or go
Correct.
back into Thieves Town and take care of that, and then do all of that.
Correct. That's also a good play right now. He's gonna have a much easier time doing this with Can of Burnout with with
Oh,
temp
yeah, if he
with
needs Can of
the
Burnout, he
mail
can use
raid
it.
mail. Yeah. So you do notice probably a disparity in the crystals is 5 crystals to 3. His score bears in the lead, but obviously Rox is going to pick up a very quick crystal here, I would assume. And Bear's going to be dungeon locked at this point once he completes Tower of Hera.
He can actually go into Turtle Rock. He can't beat it
Yes.
because he doesn't have the Ice Rock.
I guess I should say crystal locked at this point.
Right.
Can't beat Swamp Palace without the hook shot. Can't get into Misery Mire without the right medallion and the flute.
Can't get into Desert Palace either. But he should find the book. Where was that book? It was in Hookshot Cave, which he can't
Yes,
get
Hookshot
into.
Cave.
Wait, but
Yes.
he's got the boots. It was in that chest. You can bonk down.
It is
to,
in
I
the,
think.
it is in the bonk chest, so hookshot was not necessarily required because the rest of the stuff was just trash. So he'll be able to
Right.
get there if he wants to. I think we're going to see Roxas go ahead and clean up the last village outcast things here. So he will get his mirror.
Yeah,
Relatively.
he did it. I didn't mention it, but he had a very much nicer boss fight. Oops.
Nope.
Roxas forgetting he had the can of burn. It's
Wrong
okay.
dash. And we're getting to see that beautiful hammer dash.
I love the hammer dash.
It is. There's so many awesome dashes. Like, to me, the Candace Samaria dash is always the one that I really enjoy. Like the Candace Samaria dash, where you hit the block and send it flying, and then you make it split apart in midair and hit something.
Oh yeah.
That's always the one that I like to see the most.
Agreed. All right, Rox is grabbing the lunchbox, so he's going to pick up his mirror here very quickly. This is going to be Berenzen, man. He's got to remember Quakefish exists here.
Indeed. So, like, Roxas is behind in Crystal Count, but
But to be fair,
Yes.
if he remembers anytime soon, he will not be that far behind, if behind at all.
I was gonna say behind in crystal count, but it had an item count right now because that hook shot's the difference here at this point.
Oh no, absolutely, and that's what's going to put Roxas in a massive, like,
Yes.
not go mode, but a massive run. He could do Swamp Palace right now, and he
Indeed,
may even decide to do that.
Indeed. He's probably just checking his items to make sure, can I do Swamp Palace? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, sir. Go do Swamp Palace right now if you want. And I think that's what the plan is.
Actually, could also do. Let me think here.
Yeah, go back and clean up
Pyramid
East.
Fairy.
Pyramid
Once in
Fairy.
the
Go back
Swamp
and clean
Palace.
up. Yeah, go back and clean up Eastern as well. And all he'll have left is Misery Mire. Yeah, if Baron goes into Turtle Rock, if he dips TR looking for something and doesn't come out with anything, like the flute, yeah, that's trouble.
Yeah.
Because I think he's done a full clear of Ice Palace items and has found that there's nothing there.
I would be very worried right now if I found the Ice Rod inside of Swamp Palace and nothing else.
That would be a bad sign. But that would point Roxas, I think, to go to TR. That we might see Desert Palace dip before that though. Because he'll be in the area for Desert Palace, and he has options to open it up with the book. So probably might see him go Bombos, and then maybe Desert Palace dip. See if we get the 2 items out of there real quick. Of course, red mail now for Berenzen.
Indeed. So, well, 50 rupees in the first chest in Swamp Palace. Well, the first chest that actually has an item.
Mm-hmm. That first chest always going to have a key in regular mode.
Yeah. So Berenzen doing the routing I kind of like to do when you have the mirror here.
Mm-hmm. So do Paradox Cave first, then leave a portal outside, go to the Dark World, do all the Dark World stuff, and then go back to the Light World for Spiral Cave.
Yeah.
That's a nice clean routing too. When you have the mirror.
Unfortunately, as it turns out, really not much up here on the Death Mountains.
No, books up here.
Books up here, which
yeah. If that flute's locked behind something,
actually, you know what? Baron's actually going to be able to get Ether Tablet then if he does it, which looks like he's going to. He's just going to go check out what Turtle Rock is here. Oh, he's also going to check out what's on the island here because.
Yeah, he'll find it's a big bunch of nothing.
Right. Because that's still accessible to him as well.
Yes.
So, as we said, this may be called Hookshot Cave, but there is one chest you can get without the hookshot, which actually can have the hookshot every now and again. Well, Berenzen having a bit of a problem setting this up, but...
The one way that you'll know it isn't is if you don't have the boots, because you can't get over there without bonking if you don't have the hookshot.
So, Berenzen did a very odd way of setting that up. Looking like he wanted to be pixels away from it so he didn't pick it up when he went to bonk off of that. But really all you need to do is be facing a different direction, start running, and then look towards the bottle, or the jar in this case.
Indeed, and we are going to get an Ether Tablet check here. Hold your breath. Don't actually do that, it's just a figure of speech.
No, Roxas didn't just flood the key, did Oh my lord!
Oh no. Bear just found the thing. No, he hasn't flooded the key. He's got it in his inventory there.
Yeah, no, he's got it. Okay. That is a very big deal.
We've got 2 runners we have to go back to places they've already checked to get there to get into go mode potentially if Bombos is not required.
Yep. Bombos is the only hope left for the pet.
Indeed. So we'll have to wait and see here. What is on Misery Mire? And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, if you would be so kind as to please stand, move your hats for a Swag Deck National Anthem. Thank you very much.
So let's think about this. Getting the flute for Berenzen is both a great thing and a bad thing.
It's great in that he's got access to Misery Mire now. Oh, I think we're
Yes.
going to get a pet check as well.
Well, it looks like he's going up that way. But yes, you are correct. But it's bad because it's probably going to take him further and further away from Catfish.
Yes, and Catfish is where he needs to be able to get in the Swamp Palace.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Roxas has the ability to go check Ether Tablet and get that flute, but it's all the way up on Death Mountain. He's cleared out the rest of Death Mountain except for Spike Cave, so...
Well, that was a pedestal. Pet is officially dead.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, at this point, as I said, we only had one item left on there anyway that we could have.
All right, so we are getting a check here. Let us see.
Bombos?
Where's the Bombos? No, it's Quake. Okay,
It's
so
Quake. All right.
Bombos is not even needed.
Which means Berenzen could actually do that right now, and we know the only item he's looking for at this point is, in fact, the hook shot.
So that does mean
we know where it is.
Yeah, so we're in no mode right now because we know where all the items are for Roxas. And Roxas just has to go back up to Death Mountain at this point. Go back up to there.
When is he gonna go up there?
Where Bear has to go check Catfish.
Right. And Berenzen's gonna be looking all over the place for that flute.
The hook shot, yeah. I bet we'll probably get a full clear of we'll probably get a full clear here of Myra looking for that, I would assume. Unless
he's leaving.
Wait, no, he's going,
he's
back. He's just gonna go back. Yeah, he's just gonna go back. So I think Myra's the play here for him that he's gonna make.
I wonder why he just didn't use his portal.
I don't know. It's interesting. Unless he thought this would be quicker, you know, to fly back over to 6 and then go through that portal. It could be. I'd have to spend some time doing the calculations.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've actually never didn't check that out before. So Rox is taking out Argus very nicely. Argus holding the big red.
Boy, his bosses sure are just holding on to like a lot of rupees.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see Bear go ahead and try and do the bonk across here because he doesn't have the hook shot, so that's his way of getting across the gap.
Yep. Which is in the logic, I believe.
Correct. It is always possible to do as long as you have the boots. And so Rox is gonna go check Pyramid Fairy now, because he's got that option.
Oh yes, he is.
Which, not necessarily a bad call. Not knowing where to flute
no.
could certainly be there.
That's the worst thing about doing this is that we know what the quote-unquote correct play is only because we know where the thing's at.
Us gods watching from 20,000 feet.
But with the information Roxas has, he knows he's going to go check 2 items right here. And unfortunately for him, Ether Tablet is pretty far away. Now, it's not that hard to get to, but it's one of those things, you know, I can check 2 items here, why not?
Easy to forget about, too, because of its location. It's kind of off to the side there from Tower of Hera.
Well, that's when you start hoping that these people are using
a tracker.
map trackers.
Yeah. Just a 5 arrow and a 10 bomb there.
Not even gold sword. I mean, come on.
And let's see what Roxas is gonna do next.
Pod. No, not Pod. He's
No,
probably
yeah.
gonna go back and finish up the Eastern.
Not a bad play if he does that. Probably, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that looks like
Yeah.
exactly that's where he's going. I mean,
Not
he's
terrible.
got it anyway, so
Mm-hmm. So the nice thing is if he goes up to Ether, gets a flute, it's going to be go mode and Misery Mire. So that will be pretty quick.
which is really just there's the big key.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Berenzen, he's got to finish up this place because feels like he needs to full clear it.
Yeah. So once Roxas gets that flute, which he'll need to get into Misery Mire anyways, he's going to be in go mode, and he's just going to be able to go get that key from that room, walk right next door, go straight over to Vidi.
Berenzen showing off one of my favorite glitches in the game, the fact that in this version of Link to the Past, when a block is moving, the game apparently doesn't register that it's there. Not sure what that is exactly, but you can throw stuff through it. So
I can explain a little bit.
Oh, please do.
When you got a moving block like that, where it's a block that you can push, and this is why you can make it disappear with the mirror, make it go through it with the hook shot, is because it turns temporarily into a sprite. So
okay.
yeah, it stops being a block for a moment so it can move. And once it does that, if you use the mirror on it, there's a glitch that makes it just disappear, and that's why you can pass through and hook things on the other side with the hook shot, because it temporarily isn't visible to the game code until it resets itself in its second position.
Interesting. I love coding problems.
Yeah, that's why the Japanese 1.0 version is not the final version of this game.
Right.
They found some things.
Now, Roxas making short work of the getting his actual sweet vengeance on that room.
Indeed, and this is going to be a very quick fight. This is going to be a blink and you miss it kind of fight with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my worry.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't
Go
wait
ahead.
to see it either. But I'm going to say my fear for these two is you're not going to find either item in here. Where do you go next? Desert Palace.
Right. I was gonna say I can't wait for the Silver Arrow Victorious fight.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really quick for both runners since they both have. Oh wait, actually, Bear doesn't. Bear hasn't. Oh, because Bear didn't.
No, he does not have silvers.
Because that's right. It was in the 4th chest in Hookshot Cave.
Yes, it was.
Yes, indeed. So Bear may not even go back and get that.
He may not ever get silver arrows.
And that could be a huge time difference at the end.
Could be. What the? Oh wait, we knew that was 20 rupees.
Yeah, of course it's 20 rupees.
Right. We've had 20 rupees. We've had a single rupee.
We just kind of got confused for a moment. They're both in green dungeons. Oh, Bear!
Oh, Bear stepped on the
Oh
spikes.
no! Yeah. Save and quit from Roxas. Now, where does Roxas go from here?
I'm really hoping it's.
If he goes back to his house, yeah, he's going to the desert. I think that's where he's.
Or is he going to Ice Palace?
Oh, it could be either. We'll see here in a moment.
Thankfully, if it's desert, thankfully desert's not that long.
Desert.
But it does mean that he's definitely not thinking about the tablets.
Tablet. Yeah, it's Desert Palace play. Not a bad decision. It's green pendant. You might even see a full clear out of it here just to get that green pendant for a turn in. I don't know.
That may be the reason he's going towards the Desert Palace. It's not that long of a thing. He hasn't even checked the Guinness's cave. He's got that.
Yeah.
So theoretically speaking, you've got the Guinness's cave, the Desert Ledge, 2 items inside Desert Palace, and then the green pendant. You've got 5 items represented in this area. Can't blame him for going here.
No, you can't really blame him for giving it a shot. And that's one down. Yeah, the good thing for Roxas is as soon as that. Oh no, Bear's down again.
That,
I don't know if that. I don't think that
that
was a
had to
death
be
warp.
intentional. That
It could
doesn't make
be. Maybe
sense,
just because he got trapped somewhere, so he death warped back to the start.
though. And he could have just mirrored out. Oh, whatever.
Yep, and Rox is gonna go in and check Desert Palace here. Well, actually, he just finished up Eastern Palace, Levi. So he's looking for that flute. So he's gonna go into Desert Palace and check the 2 items here.
Correct.
Notice that there's nothing on the ledge that he needs. Yeah, Roxas says he has just finished Eastern Palace. He's only got Misery Mire left to complete as well, right? Yeah, he did Swamp Palace too.
Yeah, he's got Swamp Palace and Eastern Palace because he did the Pyramid Fair and didn't find anything there.
Correct.
He's just got Misery Mire and he's just looking everywhere for that flute.
Mm-hmm. And that's always the one really tough thing is when you have an unnecessary item like that and there's still like 3 or 4 dungeons you can go check.
Well, not that this matters because we've had boots since like the start of the game, but Desert Palace was boot locked.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see a very quick. There's
Hey,
Bombos.
there's that Bombos.
Yay! Hooray! We found Bombo's tablet
There's that
Bombos
Bombos medallion we
medallion.
were talking about.
and a big key. I bet we see Roxas just go ahead, mirror to the. I went to the front, so yeah, just mirror back to the beginning. It's a little bit quicker than having to go back out
Yep.
through all that again.
I believe you
Yeah.
save at least 1 screen transition, if not like 2.
That's about a 5-second time gain, I think, just from the transitions and having to run back.
Yeah.
There's the map, so the last item is on. Last item is on Land Molas. We probably will see Roxas go ahead and just clear it because
Oh, yeah,
green
that-
pendant.
Yep. That green pendant. Oh man, big question is when is he gonna make it back up to Death Mountain for that? It's
I
the
don't
only
know.
item up there he's got.
Well, that and Spike Cave. He would probably have
That's
to go back
true.
up there and check Spike Cave because he died
That is
trying to do
true.
Spike Cave.
That is very true. And Spike Cave, you were right. And Spike Cave may actually entice him to go up there. He's got to remember he's. I mean, he died there. He's got to remember it's still up there.
Yeah. He's got to remember there's one chest up there.
Oh man, it's gonna be really
so,
painful if he goes up there for Spike Cave and forgets the
I
tablets.
think
there.
Bear is farming for hearts right now.
Gotta be.
Yeah. A very brutal fight here. With
Yeah.
without the cape, without any safeties, and with only the regular arrows, this will not be easy.
No,
He's gonna use bombs.
Good bombs, nice. Thankfully, with
Interesting.
Tempered Sword though, it's not too bad of a fight.
Yeah. Bomb shots. I've actually never seen a runner do this before.
I have done
But it's
those.
tot-
I
it
did
is
that
tot-
for
it's-
swordless thing. It was weird.
Yeah. It's like it's not a bad decision. I gotta be weird those lightning bolts still, but not a bad decision. You got 17 bombs, you might as well. I mean
Yeah.
little eyes go back and reset to the same point anyway, so if you time your bombs just right, you get a whole bunch of them at once.
Yeah, I mean, these are some nice bomb throws here.
Indeed. Just throw them into the pile.
Whoa! That was some very close lightning.
He's
Meanwhile,
got to be
Roxas,
careful. Yeah, Roxas going ahead.
Oh, had a very good phase 1 there, and
Mhm.
it's the arrow. Got him.
Nicely
Nice.
done. He's got to be careful of these lightning bolts. They're going to hit him for two hearts apiece. So he's got 2 hits plus, an accidental tap from something. And unfortunately, it's going to be a really slow way to do it, but probably the safest way for Bear right now. Yeah, we are in no mode, so we know. Yeah, he's on half a heart now. It's gonna be really. Watch
Yeah,
the
but
lightning.
no,
There we go.
he's got Vitreous movement, so all he's
Okay.
gonna do is pull out the bow and not.
Use the sword here. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! He mistimed that
yes, he
swing.
did. I'm
Ooh.
surprised you wouldn't pull out the bow right there, because even though you
Yeah,
don't have silver arrows, you could just peg him over and over and over and over and over again.
yeah, that's kind of the easiest way to do that. He backed out of Maya, maybe to go get some safeties.
He's going, yeah. I'm not sure what's up. Roxas is... Where is he going now?
Yeah, both Roxas died with
Oh,
Canterbury while he was trying to lift up the big block at the end of Spike Cave.
yeah.
Berenzen almost did, but went ahead. He's gonna check Bumper Cave here real quick.
Bumper Cave, and then probably everything.
Yeah,
Graveyard
so just
ledge.
nothing. Yeah, I assume so. But Bear was about to do the same thing, but he had a blue potion, so he was able to complete that and find it was just a big 20 inside the Spike Cave chest.
Yeah. Bear is now going into Desert Palace himself.
He's looking for that hook shot. Green pendant combo, probably. Thinking that could be the logic behind this. And it could be, but it's not.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, he's actually just going to go back and I think and finish up Mystery Miner. Maybe try and do Desert Palace after that. Roxas going ahead and picking up the shield upgrade.
No, he did
He's
not
gonna
pick
pass
up
up
the
shield upgrade. He's gonna pass it up instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He found it. It's just like, nope.
Frail, both runners are 0-2, so we're kind of getting into crunch time for Roxas and Bear. One of them's going to be 0-3 after this race, potentially, and the other one will still be on that danger line at 1-2. Of course, we've had some dropouts and whatnot from the tournament, so I'm not quite sure. We were looking at one point that 5-2 was going to be the record to get into the bracket stage. There was some talk last night in the chat that might not be the case, and based on if there's any more ties or runner drops or double forfeits or whatnot, it might be possible for a couple of 4-3s to sneak their way in, but not necessarily likely.
Where's Roxas going?
Pendant turn in.
Pendant turn, right, of course. Of course.
Yeah, he's going to do the pendant turn in here, and then I sincerely hope he's using a map and hasn't forgotten about what's left on Death Mountain. It's going to be a heart. That'll be helpful, but
That was Snake Heart.
that's Sank Heart, yeah, because it just filled up his hearts. All right, where are you going, buddy? There's nothing over here for you. Do spin speed. He wants to go somewhere fast.
Dark World? No.
No, he's not going Dark World.
Huh.
Where is he thinking he needs to go?
Ice Palace. He's going Ice Palace.
Oh no.
He's going Ice Palace.
Well,
I can't blame him. It's 3 items.
no.
It's 3 items that he knows he doesn't have to get the pendant if he finds the 3 items. So he can get the 3 items and nope right out of here.
And so the other good thing about this, based on what he's checked, he's pretty much going to be forced to go back up a Death Mountain after this.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, there's nothing left.
Yeah, he's got Turtle Rock. He's got Turtle Rock, Spike Cave, Ether Tablet. Unless he wants to go check Bombos after this, which would be a heck of a drive if he was driving a car.
Right. And Berenzen can go. Berenzen can still do Desert Palace Green Pendant turn in before he even thinks about doing Catfish.
Indeed. Yeah. Pedestal is indeed dead. Because we're in no mode. We know where the items are. Hookfish, hook shots on Catfish, and Ether Tablet has the flute. And that's what our runners are looking for right now at 1 hour, 38 minutes, and about 30 seconds.
What's going to be fun is both runners are going to do everything they can, and then they're both going to check the thing they need at the same time, do the other palace that can go mode, and then they're both going to be in Ganon's tower like at the same time, right?
Oh boy, that would be something else if that's how this turns out to be. If we get Go Mode Swamp from Bear and we get Go Mode Mire from Roxas, they end up finishing just around the same time. That's gonna be a race. Ooh, nice. I think he missed. Roxas missed the pot throw at first, but he made up for it and eventually got both the Sophos Knights taken out in one hit there. In this room, the trolley treadmill room here in Ice Palace. It's always trying to throw you into those spikes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see bomb jump from Roxas here.
Oh, we are.
And Bear is indeed doing Desert Palace. I bet we will see the full clear on DP from Bear.
I'll have to. There's no reason for him not to.
Yeah, I would. I'd say it's probably the best decision. Well, obviously we know what the best decision is, but not knowing,
Right.
where that is, as we discussed,
Roxas.
Yeah.
I'm
Be careful here.
curious as to why Roxas actually feels like he needs to do the Ice Palace bomb jump in the first place.
I don't know, but at this point, I would just kind of give
Abort.
up on it. Yeah, you're gonna be down to one heart if you don't get it this time, and you didn't. So, yeah, I'll probably go back, flip it real quick here. I hope. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that. Yeah, I was a little worried he was gonna miss that, and then.
I was gonna say the reason I question why even do it in the first place is because the bomb jump is great if you don't have the Cane of Samaria and or don't have, or just trying to like fast clear this place real.
Yeah.
But what
the
he's
thing
doing
too.
here is just try to get the 3 items out of here and leave. It's
Pretty
faster,
much, yeah.
It's actually faster to full clear this place without using the bomb jump.
I would agree on that because you're going to use the bomb jump too. You're not really going to have a need to use it if you're not going to go fight Cold Stare because you don't need to worry about flipping that switch. It's a little faster, but yeah, you don't need to really worry about getting that block push down there once you have Cane of Samaria too. So I think we're going to see him go ahead and check everything else here. He'll find his 3 items, hopefully mirror out.
So right now we really got to hope for Bear's sake, we need to hope that he doesn't feel like the hook shot's going to be buried in like Swamp Palace.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to double dip if that's the case, and that's not good.
Yeah.
He's gonna clear out that front side, but then he's not gonna find it, and it's gonna be one-way ticket to pain down.
Yeah. So Chad is pointing out a good and interesting routing idea. What could happen is Bear could go to turn in the green pendant here, flute to 5, go do it through the Dark World, and then go check Catfish from there.
Ooh.
Could happen.
That's correct. That could be a possibility.
I didn't realize that Lamola's also had money. Every single boss has had money on him.
I think there's a theme here. When we kill Aga the second time, do we get a money drop?
That would be funny.
You don't get the Triforce from defeating Ganon. You just get like a big 20. Same difference.
All right, let's see what Bear's gonna do here. He's
thinking. There's the big key.
Definitely thinking. He's gonna grab his flute.
Yes.
Probably gonna go to 5.
Let's see. Yes.
Oh, he didn't go to the Dark World though. The routing
he's gonna do. He'll do the turn in.
Yeah, but
And maybe
the
we'll go
route
to
of
Dark
choice to
World after.
Catfish is unlikely if he's not going to go in the Dark World from that one point.
Yeah, Ganon just has the biggest 20 of 20s.
He's flying away. Where's it going? He's going Swamp Palace.
Swamp Palace. Oh. Behold. It is the double dip. A little swampy flavor, but perhaps not very delicious.
Oh, we got a bottle of red stuff. If you're counting your items, I think that's all of them.
Uh-oh.
Maybe wrong.
Oh, Roxas. Don't tell me you're thinking pedestal friend.
He can't. Oh, no, he didn't check it.
No, he didn't check it, so he doesn't know that it's nothing.
Oh, no, he can go inside Turtle Rock, too.
Yeah. There's so much stuff to check
Oh,
in
but that's
TR.
good, though, because if he goes up there, he may go to Ether Tablet first.
That's a possibility, yeah.
At least he'll be in the area. I have no idea
Yeah.
where Bear's ever going to go check Catfish.
That's a 10 to 10er from
Yeah.
Bombos. Well, Mary is gonna back in Dark World.
He's got to be going towards... No, he's doing Swamp Palace. That's right. We said this earlier.
Yeah. This is like the most frustrating part of being a commentator is being in no mode and just watching what. Oh no, Roxas has fallen on Cold Stare. Oh wait, no, you got Fairy. Nice. That'll be helpful. But yeah, that's the one thing when you're commentating, watching and knowing where everything is, and you just watch your runners going all over the place, looking for one thing, and you just want to see them do the one thing so they can be in go mode at the same time together for an exciting race. Yeah, that's pretty much a good description of the situation we're in. Both runners are looking for one more item to get into go mode, and they're both in out of the way spots that are very close to places they've already checked, so they may not be thinking about it. He's going back to his house. Where would the flute be if he's checking for here? He's gonna save and quit. Maybe he's thinking something here.
Maybe.
He's thinking.
He's definitely thinking. Where's he going? Sanctuary.
Oh, thanks. Ooh.
Where is
But the
he
question
going
would be,
now?
where from here? Where would he go from here?
I don't
Unless
know.
it's gonna be mid. Right. Oh, he's gonna check turn in mushroom. He's got mushroom
Oh,
now.
there
He can
you go.
turn
Yeah,
it
yeah,
in.
mushroom. Right.
He's not gonna
Turn in
get anything out of it.
mushroom.
He's gonna get a big 100, but
Big hundo. It'll be 1,000 there.
he'd be filthy
that's-
rich.
That's something to get out of this. Which is more than you normally can get in the actual game.
Yeah, Bear. Yeah, that's the one advantage I think that Roxas is gonna have over Bear. If he's anywhere, if they're anywhere close going into GT and the Ganon fight, is Roxas has silvers. Bear probably will not have silvers once he finds that hook shot. He would have to go
Right.
back into hook shot K to get him.
Which, since he'll be in go mode, there's no reason to.
Yeah. Though I kind of wonder if and when Bear gets that message from Ganon, did you find my arrows in the Dark World? He's gonna be like, where were they at?
Rox is just leaving the 100 rupees behind. He's just like, no. Oh, he's
He's
going
going
Mountain
to
Cave.
Mountain Cave.
So, everybody, we need you to give
Oh,
your
no.
energy to Roxas
Oh,
right
no.
now.
Oh no!
Don't go Turtle Rock.
He's got the hook shut out. He's totally
I
off
know
the
he
Turtle
does.
Rock.
But that's no.
Wait,
Look where
no,
he's going.
no. He's
Look
doing
where
hook.
he's going.
Okay, he was just doing. He was just doing hookshot dash. Okay.
He's just doing hookshot dash, and he is going up to. This is it. He's going up to the tablet. That's it.
Oh boy.
There's.
I think this
He's
is
going up to eat. He's gonna prove us wrong when he goes into the spike cave, isn't he? No, he's going up there. Okay.
I was gonna say this is probably the right call, even if you're going into TR. Check this tablet first. It's on the way. Oh boy, here we go. We're about to get it. You guys been waiting for this. 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 25 seconds. roxas232 is in go mode.
Look at that pause. He's like, oh my god, that's it.
Yep.
We got it. We did it.
We did it. Twitch, we did it, everybody.
Oh man.
So Roxas is now gonna rocket off to Kakariko to get the swag duck. And he's going to Meyer. He's gonna just plow through that.
The bear really needs to get out of here and go check Catfish.
Yeah.
Like he's about to expend everything he can check in here. Now,
Indeed.
if he leaves here and immediately goes to Catfish, he'll be able to come back in here and go mode the rest of this place. And this is a fast palace.
Yeah.
Like, with Misery Meyer, you still have to find that big key.
Yeah, he's gonna have everything he needs to get to the back half here. If he goes up the Catfish, he can come on back. Now keep in mind he will have. Oh no, he's gonna save and quit. He's gonna go check.
With the mountain.
Wait.
Okay.
No.
He's going
Turtle Rock. Uh-oh.
He's going Turtle Rock.
Oh no.
Wait, no, he's going up. Where's he going?
Did he not check?
I mean, clearly he got Ether Tablet.
Yeah, he got Ether Tablet. Did he not check something up here on Spectacle Rock?
No, he got Spike Cave.
I mean, on top of the. Where is
he going?
My dude, where are you going?
Maybe he's going to Turtle Rock this direction.
Oh yeah, he has to go the long way to get the TR. He doesn't have the hook shot.
Right, because he doesn't have the hook shot.
He is.
Right, I forgot.
He is doing the TR play. Oh, bear.
No, HP Gross in the chat. No, he's already actually got the first chest in the hookshot cave. It was the book,
which was needed to get the flute. Oh no! And he's gonna have.
Berenzen is never going to forget Catfish ever again.
No, never again.
That poor guy.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, man.
That's the worry when you do a really quick Zora check and you don't have mirrors, so you can't route Catfish in there. It kind of gets forgotten because it's really hard to get back there, routing wise. He's picking item saturation over a single item spot, which is not the stupidest call.
No, it's so good. It's such a good call because there's 5 items in here, and there's so many chests, and then you've got Mimic Cave you can check too. It's just so unfortunate because again we know where it's at,
and we know that there's not going to really be anything in here. It's going to be of value.
No, the gold sword is like the only thing.
And even that with the silvers, it's not really going to be too severe of a a disadvantage for Roxas. And this isn't a situation like Key Sanity where you would possibly get like key locked out of getting any further in Turtle Rock, and you'd be like, oh, okay, I need to leave and go do something else. Maybe looking for a key or something. No, he's going to be able to go through and complete Turtle Rock with what he's got. They won't be able to do Trinex unless he finds the Ice Rod. So he might stop at Laser Ridge.
Right. Well, he's going to check the pedestal, so he knows he may not need to beat Trinex unless there's an item on it.
Right.
Roxas has his big key. He's getting out of here.
Right. That's also pretty good too. I don't know if that we should say that he's forgotten about it, just that he hasn't routed it in yet.
That's a fair point. I don't know if he has forgotten about it or not. He definitely hasn't made any move towards it, so he may have just decided not to.
Yeah, he may have just decided that this was the better percentage play.
No, as I said, it's hard. It's so hard to say he's done something wrong. It's not that he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
Correct.
It's just that
No.
he missed the one spot, which is unfortunate because we know that's where it is. But no, again, with what he's got right now, there's 5 items in Turtle Rock. There's 1 item in Mimic Cave, so 6 total up here.
Indeed. So yeah, he's got possibility of having 6 items up here. And you're looking for 1 item versus any other individual spot on the map here.
But as the chat has correctly pointed out, this tournament's going to make like everybody go check Catfish. Not just this race. It's been a few. But Catfish, Spiral Cave. Nobody will forget those. Yeah. Nobody will forget those.
Yeah. Graveyard Ledge has been one that's bitten me in races in the past.
Yep. Same here. No, it's always that one little spot away from everyone except when it's not.
And yeah, those are the spots that are always the hardest to check, are just
Yeah.
the ones that are not like easy to route in with a whole bunch of other stuff.
Here comes Silver Arrows Vitreous. I love this fight.
Well, I would say don't blink or you might miss it.
He had a few errant shots, but he's fine. He got it. Catfish is such an annoying location, though, and everybody's right on that. As you said before, unless you can route it in with Zora, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah,
also, I really like the Bunny Valisprite. I just gotta say.
Indeed. Yeah, your choices for routing it in easily are Zora is the easiest one to route it in for. The other one would be going from the Dark World to do Mushroom Turn-In. Those are kind of the 2 easy ways to remember to do that. Otherwise, just so isolated out there by itself that it's really hard to forget, and it's only 1 item. And generally, a lot of the times it's trash. You go out of your way to get some trash, and it's like, why am I doing this? So you kind of.
All right, everybody. Well,
yeah,
we have a little game in the.
Well, yes, we do.
The chat. You want to tell everybody about it?
Why, yes, I would, my lawyer friend. There are 22 item locations in the bottom levels here of Ganon's Tower. The big key's in one of those locations, but we would like your help or perhaps your predictions on where you think the big key is going to be. So go ahead and type a number in that chat. Anyone can guess, but if you've donated 250 bits to any speed gaming channel or subscribed to any channel, you will get a spot on the Wall of Fame should you guess correctly. Or be the closest guess.
There you go.
All right, so
Roxas is going to take the Turtle Rock entrance to the dark side of Death Mountain here.
Yes, indeed. I was about to say, OPT, where do you think it's going to be?
Based on this seed, I mean, I'm going to say, let's see, not Tile Room, but probably like behind Ice Armos.
Okay.
I'd call it vanilla.
Vanilla? All right, so that's usually around 15 to 17, depending on the order of chests that they open up. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw it in, since this has been a very random seed. Let's throw it in randomizer room, put it in chest number 12.
Everybody get your guesses in, because when Roxas enters Ganon's Tower, the game's going to stop.
All right. Let's see who's got it. And we're going to get a right side check, usually kind of the decision du jour for most runners nowadays. Do the right side. If you get a key, go ahead and... Oh, he's going to mirror out and go left side, it looks like. You can take the gamble.
The very traditional route, which I like to do.
Yeah, so you can either go ahead once you get that key, or if you don't get a key, go ahead and mirror and go to the left side.
He's going to pass the cape up.
Ooh. Well, he's got Canna Burner. He doesn't need to worry too much about that.
Kena Burna introduces a ton of lag to the game.
Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. If he really wants to, he can go ahead and grab Cape on his way back out.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. All right, so we're 3 in now. That's 4. There it is, 5.
There it is, number 5.
It is
Number 5.
Really early. Nicely done. He's got 3 keys, so he doesn't have to worry about any keys going up through Gauntlet.
Indeed, very nicely done.
Meanwhile, Bears made his way all the way through TR on the laser bridge, still looking for that hook shot. Probably might take a death here. No, maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the chest. I took a death.
Take a death.
Yeah, whether accidental or not, will at least reset his health, and he'll hop right out here in the safety little entrance. Oh, he's got a key. And while Roxas swiftly working up the tower and using the fall off the ledge and iframe through the cannonball trick.
I love that trick.
I love it. It's my preferred. Yeah, it's my preferred way of going up the tower through that room. Just really easy to do. All you gotta do is fall off. Fall off and dash. And congrats, by the way, Alpha Channel, for being the first one to guess key number 5. Or spot number 5 for the key.
Rox is trying to use, there we go. Got the arrow strats.
Yeah. Kind of curious if Roxas is going to use them in the Lambolas 2 room, because you know probably just as well as anyone else who's watched a whole bunch of Rando, that room gets really laggy really fast.
Yeah, but still, if you can do it with 3 arrow shots, I think the lag is worth it.
I would agree as well. It just gets to be a pain in the butt when you can't do it with that. And then you got the Medusa firing off, you got the little dirt balls firing off all over the place, and the sparklers from the arrow. It's just not fun.
Oh dear. Well, he's got a fairy in a bottle, so
Yeah,
he
just
got
gotta be
one.
careful.
You know, Berenzen, making his work of Trinex.
Yeah, picked up the did indeed pick up the ice rod inside of TR, so
Oh, but yeah. Ouch, that's actually unfortunate to find that right there.
yep.
Thankfully, you shouldn't waste him too much time from this point forward, because you'll be quick work of Trinex. Don't. Okay, got it.
Oh, yep. He's good, he's good.
Oh, Rock's a little early there.
Oh, just a little bit early. Yeah, just gotta get that timing right.
Oh,
Oh, just a little bit early again. There we go.
There we go.
Nicely done.
We got it.
No, the ice breath from Trinex just makes the floor slippery. It's just kind of trolly in that regard.
All right, Berenzen, where are you gonna go? Come on, chat. Give Berenzen your energy, your thoughts, and think.
Oh, he found the
Dig.
shovel in there too, so I think he's thinking dig spot.
Don't think dig. Don't think. I mean, he's gonna go dig.
He's going to dig spot. Which again, I will be honest with you. I've seen a lot of shovel and turtle rock. Generally, in runs I've watched and runs I've done where that showed up, usually is a good idea to go check it
Right.
because it's there for a reason.
All
But
right.
in this case, we know.
Oh my gosh.
no.
there's powder!
Oh no!
Powder!
He's fetch questing.
The
He's gonna
chain
fetch
of
quest this. Oh no! It's the dreaded chain of fetch quest. The only way this could have been worse if Mushroom was on powder.
Yeah. It's Zora. Rox is making his way. It's called Zora. Wow. Rox is making his way to Moldorm 2.
Indeed. After a very nice gauntlet there.
Roxas is Zora. I just got that reference too. Holy crap.
Indeed.
Too infatuated and beyond. I like you, Mr. Axel Higgs in the chat. I like you. You're my kind of people.
Too infatuated and beyond.
Beyond, yes.
That is beautiful.
All right, let's see what the bat's got here. Come on, Berenzen. What do you got?
Is it like vanilla half magic here?
That would be a thing. We haven't actually found that yet.
No,
considering everything else we've checked.
Oh, it's arrows. Okay. Fetch quest over. I think we were out of items to fetch anyways. Meanwhile, Roxas going through the last room before Aga 2.
Alright, so it's time to get the Aga 2 fight going on. This fight can be amazingly fun to pull off and really frustrating to pull off, depending on how these shadows, or whatever you want to call them,
the Aga
line up.
clones,
Like this right here. This is not fun.
Nope. No, it was not fun too because there was 2 bad angles and blue ball right there too.
These guys are not lining up for him at all.
No, he's got 1001 so far.
Oh, there's a
2.
nice double.
That was nice.
Very nice
A
double.
shot
Hey,
here.
Berenzen actually did find the gold sword at some point.
Indeed.
Oh, that would have been a double if it wasn't for the blue.
Well, he's got it now, I think. Oh wait, no.
Oh, he got hit. Oh, he got it.
There
anyway.
you go. Bear's gonna go check graveyard
Bear's gonna
ledge.
check that. He's got to go to Catfish after this,
Yeah,
right?
he's
it's
running out. He's running out of the places to check at this point.
He also did. Man, everyone dissing the fire shield today. No, he pulled the flute out. He pulled the flute out. He's not gonna go to Catfish.
Maybe. No, it's going to 4. It could be going down to go to
He
Dark
doesn't
World
have
from
the,
here.
no, but he's got the flippers though. He could have got that way. Maybe he forgot the flipper thing. Is the dock is in that direction. You can get to the other side with the flippers from where he was at in the Dark World. But
meanwhile, as we're discussing this, Roxas is busy
Ganon
taking
fight.
on Ganon here with Tempered Sword. We got 3 hearts. I don't know if he's
I
got
don't know what he's got
a
for
fairy.
bottles.
I believe he's got a potion.
Oh, let's hope he's got a fairy.
Nope.
Well, he may have coming into that with low health anyway. He may have just decided to
Just a
kind of
reset
reset
there.
himself.
Yeah. He'll get the extra hearts here. Certainly could be a reset. Yeah, South of Grove check. And unfortunately, we're only going to get the vanilla speech from Ganon tonight.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I was really hoping for some more cheese facts.
Here we go. Look where Berenzen's going.
Yep. This might be the check, and this is going
This
to be...
has to be it.
This is going to be... It's going to be a moment that will not be... I'll be both happy and maybe not so happy when he realizes that this is where Hookshot is.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, he's going there.
Well, that's good for Bear. Bear's about to enter. He's going to be in go mode here.
Yeah, it'll be, if he interviews with us, it'll be interesting to ask him if he actually forgot about this, or if he just literally decided he wasn't going to check it.
Playing the odds at this point that
Right. Because I mean, I've done both. I've got a location where I forgot about. And
Ganon, please. Ganon, please.
And yeah, Rox is dealing with Ganon jumping all over the place.
Ganon, please.
Oh my
Sir,
gosh!
please.
Get it! Stop! Okay.
Please stand still for a moment. All right, and Bear
There we go.
is about to be at 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 8 seconds is in go mode.
All right.
Swamp Palace is the final dungeon.
Rox is getting the torch glitch. That'll prevent the other torch from ever going out. So
Yes.
Oh,
we got
nice
double.
hit there too.
Very nice. Very nicely done. One more to go. He'll be able to get it. As Ganon teleports
that's
back
an
to the
easy
bottom.
one right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nicely done. And this is going to be very weird to say, but
Okay.
about 60 seconds, maybe less than 60 seconds after Bear goes into go mode, we'll probably get a dot done here from Roxas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winner with an official SRTV time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 49 seconds, roxas232. Give it up
Indeed.
for it, everybody. Well, Roxas is already in the setup room, so let's bring him on in here, shall we?
Indeed. Hello, Roxas.
Hey, how's it going?
GG, congratulations.
Thank you.
GG, yes. So,
First question, how do you feel?
I'm really excited. I finally won a race, so it's pretty good.
Yes, congratulations.
indeed.
Definitely could have played a little better. My movement kind of sucked, and I was really kind of bummed I died to blind twice, but I'll take it.
Blind with 6 hearts and like 0 safety is never a fun thing to try to do, but
Oh, absolutely.
it was good you decided to leave when you did. You know, not going to sit there and try to keep slamming your head into the wall, so to speak. So you made the right
Yeah.
call. So as you were looking all over the world for the flute, Berenzen
Hello, Roxas.
has was looking all over the world for the hook shot.
GG.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, that
yeah.
was... I was stuck in the dark world anyway because didn't have the mirror, so I was like, might as well get this over with, and that, I guess it paid off big. Yeah, because that's real out of the way.
Yes, that was the one item that Bear was has been missing this whole time. In fact, he only just found it as you got into Ganon.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That stinks. Yeah. Did you, like, full clear at that point, or pretty close to it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has beaten every palace. He did get out of Ice Palace after finding the items in there, but Tronix had an item on him, and of course the ice rod was inside of Turtle Rock. So
Oh god, yeah, I figured as much. Seeing as I cleared that much of the seed and it wasn't there, it's always in Turtle Rock. Why? I don't know.
right, exactly, right.
It's always on Laser Bridge or like maybe Mimic Cave. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. So let's go back to the start of this scene where we start with a sword before you can even use it out of Link's house.
Yeah, that threw me
we
off for a
start
second. I
with the-
forgot about that.
Right, we start with the bow and the power glove. So like you gotta be feeling like the scene is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, no, that was an incredible start to the seed. I was real happy about that because I've definitely I did a daily a few days ago where I think I only had the Cane of Burna or whatever, whichever one's the red one, and I ran out of magic trying to kill the stupid rats. And I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So yeah, starting off with the sword is always makes you feel a little better.
Indeed,
Right.
you found those boots in the escape as well. That was
Yeah,
probably,
oh my god,
a nice
yeah.
find.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, well, kind of the, if I lost this one, I'm pretty much like out of the tournament, I think. And yeah, to get the boots immediately, it just kind of felt good. It always makes the gauntlet way easier. It's my biggest thing. It's just a lot easier to dash through all those rooms than to try to like fend them all off.
So as far as finding that last time, you were obviously looking for flute. Did you have any idea about going back up to Death Mountain to check that ether tablet, or was that were you thinking go ahead and get some of these dungeons out of the way, and then I'll go maybe check some overworld locations?
Yeah. I thought I had Ice Palace in the logic for a pretty long time, so I was like, maybe it's there. So I gave that a shot, and then I was like, okay, well, the next big play, like my next big play was Turtle Rock. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Turtle Rock, and then I, looked at my tracker and I was like, oh yeah, I still got the ether tablet. I might as well hit that on the way there, and that worked out well.
Yeah, I could tell you that OPT and I both got a little nervous for a moment when we saw that hook shot come out right before you checked X. We're like,
Yes.
is he going sideways and going over to do the hook shot bridge, or? And then we saw you do the hook dash, and we're like, oh, okay, he's going up to check the tablet first.
Yeah. It's just easier to do that than spin dash, I feel like. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take the quarter-second time loss to the menu over the 8 attempts that normally takes me. So.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, 100% agree. But no, yeah, we saw that come out. We're like, oh no.
Yeah.
No, go
Yeah,
up. Go up.
That would have been terrible. Oh my god. If I fold clear Turtle Rock, yeah, that probably was GG right there.
Well, it would have been closer, but because both of you would have done that, but no,
Sure.
Yeah, so when the flute falls down from the heavens, and I feel like I saw you stand there for a second, just be like, wait, what just happened?
I was just like, oh man, I was so excited. I was like, thank God I don't have to go into Turtle Rock. Let's just go. And
Nice.
it was one of those go modes where it's not even like, oh, maybe I should get silvers or whatever. It was just like absolute go mode. Like,
so speaking of silvers, actually, you found those hiding out in the hookshot cave in the last chest.
Right, yeah.
Bear's not going back into hookshot cave.
Oh no.
No.
Hopefully you can do silverless. I mean, with Tempered Sword, it's not too terrible, but.
Right. So remember, the book being the first chest in Hookshot Cave, Berenzen was able to get that without the hookshot.
Okay, so you bonked for it. Okay, that makes sense.
He bonked over to it.
Yeah, maybe you could over, but.
Wait a minute, he's going back
in.
Is he going back in? Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
he'll get his silvers. That's good.
That's always good. Yeah, I mean that's a real fast check on the way to GT. It's hard to pass up for sure, especially if you don't have something you're looking for. Is he still on? Is he on tempered or?
No, he's got gold. Sword.
No, he's got gold.
Okay, so yeah.
Actually, not entirely sure where he picked that up. I think it was inside Turtle Rock.
I think so.
That would make sense. Because I got almost everything. I'm missing. Turtle Rock and Mimic Cave, and then Meyer stuff, and then a couple of things around the Desert Palace area. But
gold was on Trinex.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Oh wow, 11 out of 13 Tempered Sword, all the consistency.
Yeah. So.
Well, again, I mean, very nicely done, man.
Congratulations
on your first victory in the tournament.
Yeah, thank you.
Indeed.
Yeah, hopefully I can scrape out a few more. I was really hoping to get at least one. I don't have any high hopes for getting too many, but I'll take one for sure. Hopefully I can snag a couple more though.
Absolutely. So, gosh, I'm trying to think of what else was the worst. Oh, so Mirror being in Gary's lunchbox.
Oh my god, yeah, the lack of mirror, and so between the lack of mirror and lack of flute was really throwing off my routing for a while. I was like, all right, because when you have the flute, you can kind of compensate for any stupid decision. You're like, oh, okay, I'll just flute over there, whatever. But when you don't have the flute, you're like, I gotta walk all the way over here. It's like, it's way more of a struggle to route things.
Yeah, it kind of makes you stop and think for a while about your routing a little bit more, because you don't have that easy teleport across the map with the flute.
Yeah. Or even going back to the light world without the mirror, it's a lot more. It's a lot harder to think about. I feel like, because you can kind of look at your map or whatever and be like, all right, I can just clear out this whole line. But when you don't have the mirror, it's like, all right, well, I can only do these things, so I gotta make it count.
Indeed, and that collection rate number you've got there, 150 out of 216. So still kind of a fairly decent collection seed. It wasn't the full clear, obviously, but 150 is a fairly healthy number for these kind of races.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you hope for a little lower, but 150 is not too bad. I've definitely had the 214 or whatever. It's like, oh my god, last thing in Ganon's Tower. So yeah, I was pretty happy the key was super early in Ganon's Tower too.
Bear having a little trouble on right side and GT here, trying to get those lamps all lit up at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh, is he going full right?
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
going for it.
That stinks, but he'll get there.
I'll get there, yeah. Thankfully, it's not too far on the left side here.
Yeah, no, it's pretty close to the beginning. I saw the cape on the torch and I almost bonked it just for fun, but then I was like, I really don't need that.
Nice.
No, it turns out you didn't need it, obviously, in that Ganon fight.
Yep.
So, was your the death on Ganon, was that on purpose? Because I thought it looked like you just walked into him to reset your health.
So that was a bad guess. I thought you could take like I thought you could take one fireball hit with red mail.
Ah, okay.
So I figured, all right, I'll take the hit, then I'll chug the potion. But I think I hugged Ganon and took the full 3 or whatever. So I was like, all right, whatever. It's super early at least. So it felt a little bad, but yeah, it was not 100% intentional. I was planning on drinking the potion, but
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
We were
Makes
kind of
sense.
we kind of figured at that point. Okay, he's just gonna reset his health here. So
sure. Yeah, if I was trying to do it intentionally, I should have just bull rushed him right at the beginning.
right. It's one of
Yeah.
those things like, well, maybe he realized that's going to be harder, but no, okay. Well, I mean, that
I mean,
happens. It's
I think I was sitting on 2 blue potions, so there's
Yeah.
I really should just chug the first one immediately, and I pretty consistently can do it with at least 1 blue. So
Oh, and Barrel's gonna grab that magic cape out of left side.
hey, why not? Does he have the blue cane, or is he?
He does. Yes.
he
Okay.
does.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah. Because it was a
Fun to
drop
have.
off of Helmasaur King. So
Yeah, sure. Oh, right. That's
yeah.
right.
So you're gonna get it whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Right.
He's gonna pick up his GT big key really quickly here.
Sure.
He enters compass room.
Nice home stretch.
It is. Indeed.
He's got silvers, so should be pretty good.
Should be pretty good here. I think he's got safeties as well, just in case.
That's always helpful.
So how about that Lamola's 2 fight with the
Oh,
get those silver arrows on there?
yeah, that I missed the first shot and it just kind of disintegrated real quickly.
Yeah, that's a fairly
Yeah.
common issue. You just get that first shot missed, and then it's like, well, my
What
timing's off.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I need to practice that fight a little bit more. I definitely miss arrows more than I feel like I should, but getting a little better at that. Last weekend, I've been really trying to practice the different boss fights. Not that you'd see it on blind, but I was trying to practice the quick kill. Obviously messed it up a bit, but
The
yeah.
worst
I
thing
mean,
about that blind fight is once you do mess that up, it's just entirely like a whole new fight now.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
'Cause different positions with both respective to Link and Blind in that fight, so you've got to kind of figure out a way to get over there and get some hits in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I feel like spins are pretty, consistent after that, but then you bounce back a lot and you tend to hit ahead and take 2 hearts and it never feels good.
Mm-hmm. So with Desert Palace, were you just thinking full clear? Were you looking for that flute? Thinking full clear? Check.
Yeah,
green
I was
check?
just thinking full clear things, look for stuff. Yeah, I was just trying to find that flute. And, it's a little bit of a hike, especially with the book to get back through Desert Palace and get back in there. So I figured I might as well.
You didn't do a ped check either, if I remember right. Correct?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't clear T-Rock, so I couldn't have.
Yeah. I was gonna say, were you worried at all before you were going up to T-Rock there that it might be a pedestal seed?
I mean, at that point, if it was, it was. Like I was, on the last dungeon, so.
You had you had almost all the collection as it was, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't like it would have been more out of the way. But yeah, it always could have cleared it earlier if it knew it was a ped seed somehow. But I didn't get the book until pretty late either, so. It just popped down.
Berenzen is making his way through the gauntlet right now, actually.
Mm-hmm. He's in the
Nice.
last of the ice rooms right now.
Last room.
Yep. Yeah, just
Right.
tuned in so I can see.
Nice. You got through that pretty well, actually.
Yeah, that was clean.
Indeed, very
Pretty cool.
very nicely done. And he got the powder on the ferry, so that will be
Yeah.
very helpful.
Powder. So, funny
Yeah,
story
where
about
was powder? Yeah.
So, funny story about that.
Okay.
The shovel was inside of. I believe that was inside Turtle Rock, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it was in the
The
yeah, there's one
shovel
of
to the
chests.
powder. What?
Shovel
All the
was
fetch quests. Oh my
yeah,
god.
Yeah, I think it was in roller room actually, the
yes,
Okay.
it was.
small roller room with the
Yeah, sure.
blocks.
And then he pulls
Oh,
up.
okay. The one where you can bonk off the wall that bounce over it or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then immediately after leaving Turtle Rock, he goes to the dig spot because, of course, you would because hey,
Yeah.
Turtle Rock gave me this.
It
course.
seems like it's got to be the thing, right? That's,
Yeah.
And then
Got
it gives him
powder.
powder. So then he immediately goes to Pat Cave, which unfortunately this time only had 5-arrow upgrade because we were expecting
Oh, wow.
at some point to be like, well, that's got to be half magic, right?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
He didn't get half
No.
magic either.
No.
Where was it?
No, no, we don't know where half magic is.
It must be like in the Meyer shed or something like that. Unless he got that.
Well, he
he
cleared
went in
Meyer shed. Yeah,
He
he's
cleared
been
Meyer
in
shed? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh right, because flute wasn't his go mode. Okay, that makes
Right.
sense.
I think based on what we've cleared, it's got to be in Ganon's tower somewhere.
That would
On
make
left
sense.
side.
Yeah. Yeah, deep left side. Okay. Yeah, half magic's always nice to have against Ganon, but fortunately with with silvers, it's not too necessary at all.
Yeah,
Even if you don't have a couple blues.
but yeah, we were talking about that possibility of it being a fetch quest. Thankfully, it wasn't a situation where it was shovel to powder to like mushroom to like to bottle.
Oh my god.
Just like the fetch quest of all fetch quests.
Right.
And then Sick Kid has it, yeah.
And Sick Kid has something else. Like Sick Kid has enough money to get you to Zora.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. The seeds where you don't have enough money to pay off Zora, and then something huge is on him. Those always feel real bad, but
Right.
unfortunately that wasn't the case.
So how about that, by the way? The fact that Zora had Kana Samaria this time around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always pleasantly surprised when Zora doesn't rip you off, and for once he didn't. So
Not only that, but in the fairy, the waterfall fairy cave was the moon pearl and the hammer, or as
right.
I like to call
Oh, I
it-
forgot about that. Yeah, that was
Right.
such an explosive start to the seed, really.
Right.
Yeah,
Or as
so I mean,
as
like-
I like to call that one, the Dark World entrance kit.
Yeah, seriously.
Indeed. So yeah, like 25 minutes. You guys had Kana Samaria. You had obviously Moon Pearl,
Sure.
Clippers, hammer, bow, sword. So
Yeah. I mean, we had the ultimate starter kit pretty much.
pretty
to
much.
really get going. Other than like movement, oh, you had boots, so I can't even complain that much. But
And boots too, and both the lift upgrades.
yeah, so
At
like
that point,
you're pretty much as stocked as you can hope for at the beginning of the seed. So
indeed.
Yeah.
So, how about that early Eastern Palace with the dark room? That
yeah, I really need to work on the second dark room. I never quite figured that one out. I figured I'd give it one shot like I usually do, but I've never really practiced that, unfortunately. I need to do that at some point because
Hey, you made a valiant attempt at it.
yeah.
But no, that is like one of the hardest dark rooms in the entire game. So if you had
it's in-
practiced
it's
it
in the-
before,
Yeah. I mean,
it's in the first dungeon too, so
Yeah,
you don't
that's-
really expect it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could do probably about half the dark rooms. I think I can't do that one most of the time. And like Misery Mire Basement, like forget about it. I don't know how people do that one.
right? Yeah,
Um,
no, the hardest ones for me are that one and oddly enough the Palace of Darkness with those stupid little turtle things running around.
Oh,
Anything
God,
you
yeah.
have to actually, anything you have the moving enemies that you have to kill.
Right, yeah. Those one, yeah. Honestly, the pod dark rooms barely ever come up for me somehow. Like the basement, the maze comes up all the time. That one, I literally have to pull up like a picture of how the maze looks to like get through it because.
And I think a lot of people have to do that with that.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I normally would try to avoid that, but like if you have to, you have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I usually try it because you're there anyway. It feels like a waste to come all the way back to that's your go mode item or whatever. So, and it's like 3 chests, especially if you gotta have the big key. I think pretty much by that point. So, it usually seems worth it to me, even if I struggle through.
So when you found that that flute up on the ether tablet, what was your feeling as far as did you think that you were like neck and neck? Did you at all think that maybe you were behind? And
I felt behind because like you could have gotten that flute like a bit earlier. I feel like so, and especially if you got that earlier and were able to use it to route around, like I felt like you were going way faster. So I was concerned, but I was like, I just gotta play like I got all the time in the world. I don't want to like stress and like over rush it and just take extra deaths for no reason. So
fair enough. And Berenzen in Ganon fight now, so we'll be hopefully finishing up here in just a moment.
Sweet.
And we'll see if we can get him in here as well.
Sounds good. He's got red mail as well, so it's good.
Yes, indeed.
So on that flute, Berenzen actually he had the mirror when he went up there because of the way he routed everything and ended up getting Gary's chest pretty quickly after turning into Smith.
Gotcha.
So he had that flute for quite some time, but as we said, that hook shot was the thing that just completely eluded him.
Yeah, that's never a fun one. And it's not like there's like any like dark world entrance near Catfish, so you gotta really slog over there.
No.
Oh. I'm gonna mare bear. Be careful. He grabbed the fire rod instead of using the bow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I thought he oh, okay, so he drank the potion. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I got a little confused because I wasn't quite watching for a sec.
There goes Ganon.
Come on.
Well done.
Yeah, we have bacon.
Okay, I guess I'm a little behind. Nice.
Well, GG on Berenzen. He's going to finish this with an official SRTV time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 22 seconds. Everybody give it up for him.
Never stop my timer. That's pretty funny. Not that it matters, but yeah.
Let's see if we can.
See if we can pull him in here.
Oh yeah, my stream's a good like 30 seconds behind or something.
Of course.
Oh no. His computer just blue screened. Right as he finished up. Well, the good thing is he finished. That's the most important thing.
Finished.
Bear finished. He has a time. It's not a forfeit, so that matters. That's gonna matter in long run here. Getting that time in.
So is what I heard true? You can pretty much have to be like you have at least 5 wins to get in the next round, or is it like is it like vaguely mathematically possible if you get like 4 wins?
It might be. It depends a lot on what else goes on throughout the rest of the tournament. There's a small chance that it could happen. I think we were talking about it in the chat, the Discord earlier about possibly, but it won't be a whole lot. People that get in at 4 and 3 if that's the case.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would say 5 and 2 probably is going to be the safest way to make sure to.
Hey,
Bear, GG.
GG.
Boy, you just told us here in chat that you blue screened as soon as you finished that race and hit that dot done. So thankfully you were able to complete the race. That's the most important thing.
I guess your computer was just overwhelmed by the seed.
Your computer was just like, no more.
That hook shot, like the beginning was absolutely amazing, and then the hook shot being where it was never in a good spot for me to check it.
No, it wasn't. So, was that one of those things where you decided I'm not going to go over to Catfish because it's so out of the way, or did it just kind of slip your mind at one point?
No, and it was always there in my mind, but I was just thinking if something's important on there, like it got to the point where something was important on there. I already lost, so I had to check. So I went and gambled Turtle Rock, hoping that it was on like Mimic Cave or on Laser Bridge or something like that.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense as far as the decision not to go over there, because you're thinking at that point, if I got to trudge all the way over there, it's done anyways because it's so far out of the way for me. So it's probably just better to check everything else.
Yeah. The only reason I even did that like relatively early because I didn't have the mirror, so I was like, all right, well, I got this. No better time to route it in than when I was like going over towards pod or whatever. So.
Yeah, I dipped into. I got everything but Mire and Swamp done relatively early, and then it was basically just trying to look for the mirror, the flute, and the hook shot.
Sure.
So, and then finding the book and the mirror on the tablet. I was able to just bomb through Misery Mire, and then I was stuck checking around for the hook shot. And it's like,
right.
Well, that's not. There's nothing really that I could figure, and then it just turned into a comedy of errors after that.
Gotcha. Yeah, my go mode was the flute because I didn't make it back up to the tablet for a while, so I figured I'd stop on the way to Turtle Rock because that was pretty much my last Desperation play, and when it fell from the heavens, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. No, I was desperately hoping that that it was that hookshot was in Mimic Cave and that you would have dipped Turtle Rock early.
Sure.
And then and then missed out on Mimic Cave. And once that's what I was hoping so hard when I was going.
Yeah, no, if that was the case, yeah, that would have been your game right there for sure, or at least pretty close.
Yeah.
It was interesting watching both of you like searching everywhere for your respective go mode items. Bear, while you were searching for the hook shot, Roxas was searching for the flute, and you guys were still checking like the same spots. It was weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's usually the same go mode item, so it's kind of surprising that it's like two different items.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it was really interesting. Like, I was expecting the seed to be incredibly fast, considering what our start was.
Yeah.
Right.
That start was out of this world. Like,
right.
Insane.
So yeah, finding the sword in Link's house, starting with the bow from Uncle, gloves immediately, Titan's mitts by the time you leave Kakariko Village. Oh my gosh, just everything to be like,
Canis Samaria, Hammer and Moon Pearl and Canis Samaria in the Zora area.
Yeah. Talk about like the Dark World access kit. So right from there we're all like, wow, we can go a lot of places.
Yeah. So once I had all that, I'm thinking, okay, I just complete as many crystal dungeons as you can, and then if you're still wanting items, just start searching other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that seemed to be kind of your strategy there, Bear. When you got through and got to Swamp Palace, were you just thinking that maybe that the hookshot was hiding out in there, like it was a vanilla hookshot essentially? And
I
was hoping to go through there.
I was hoping that maybe the seed will be really trolly or really nice and just give me a vanilla hookshot or something, and then so I always try to do dip a crystal dungeon if I can, because if a valuable item is in there or the item to do that is in there, then it's just an immediate payoff. And I mean, if not, I'm going to be searching everything in there anyway, probably, or I'm going to be searching a bunch of other locations anyway. So it makes a 45-second difference or something like that, and I figured that was worth the gamble.
I think it probably was a good gamble at the time, knowing what knowledge that you had. Obviously, when you're commentating, you have a totally different knowledge, but as a runner, you're a lot more blind to who's got what, where it is.
You lack that eagle vision.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All
So,
right, everybody. So, any last thoughts here before we wrap this up?
I guess I'm gonna have to check the catfish more in the future.
That's what we were talking about that earlier. We're like, okay, so this tournament's going to force every single runner to always check catfish, regardless of what your actual style is. Always check Spiral Cave and all those other like one-off little spots like Ice Rod Cave, because you know the thing you want's going to be there.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I got messed up by Ice Rod Cave my last race, so yeah, I definitely made sure to check it first, even though that doesn't make any statistical sense. It's just like, you know,
Right,
gotta
see?
do it.
indeed, it's always like Murphy's Law, But for Randa, anywhere you think something could possibly be that's important that you don't normally check, it will be there.
But yeah, anyway, GG Burr, great race.
GG.
with you.
Yeah, great race. And good luck in your next ones.
Yeah, you too, man.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
All right, everybody. Well, I'd like to thank you all for watching out there in the Twitch land out there. Neon Tiger, it's been a pleasure calling this one with you.
Likewise, OPT, it's been very, very fun to commentate this one with you. And just as always, before we head off, make sure to follow our runners, Roxas and Berenzen. They did a wonderful, wonderful job tonight with the trolliness that this seed threw down at them. And of course, we couldn't have done this without our wonderful tracker, Yoko. So thank you very much for tracking for us. And thank you as well, once again, to OPT for co-commentating.
And thank you, Neon Tiger, for being my co-commentator as well. It was a great time, and everybody, give everybody a follow on this, please. And thank you all much. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.